Ladies and gentlemen, friends, followers, welcome to Myth Brigade. I think it's Sunday, but I could be wrong. December the 20-something. We are live for a one-shot Call of Cthulhu. It's going to serve two purposes. One, getting us all back together to play, but also a heartfelt salute to Brian Kapustik, otherwise known as Kapu. And with that, Chantel, this is your show.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Jason. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to a very special episode of Myth Brigade tonight. Tonight we are playing in memory of my husband, Brian Kapustik, or Kapu, who passed away 3 years ago. Fuck cancer. And so we are playing, ironically, a scenario from Miskatonic Repository called The Funeral. This is by Michael, I don't know the last name, Pietrzak. You can find this on DriveThruRPG if you like it, or you can find it on our DriveThruRPG if you don't like it and want to run it a different way. But so our scenario takes place in the town of Foxville, Massachusetts in 1925. And we're going to be attending the funeral of the Weather family matriarch, Eve Weather, who died in her sleep at home. And so everyone is coming back to the homestead to honor their mother, grandmother, whatever, and to spend some quality family time together. And so,
could you repeat the place that we are?
Yes. Oh, sorry, that's okay. We're in Foxville, Massachusetts. So a little tiny town. And actually, this is a place where the four of you grew up. Our players today are they are four adult siblings of the Weather family. And, so let's go ahead and, meet some of these folks. And so if you wouldn't mind, let's start with our oldest sibling, Dr. Ethan Weather. Tell us a little bit about your character, please.
I am Dr. Ethan Weather. I am a practicing physician and I lecture at Boston University. I have multiple degrees and think what year are we in again?
1925.
1925. So before that, I was a medic or surgeon for the 69th Infantry in World War I. Very science-minded, so doesn't believe in any of this hocus pocus.
Of course not. Yeah. And as the strong older brother, Ethan, yes. This is taking place about 8 years after the Great War. And so there are also, there will be some influences and implications from that as well. We go next to our second oldest, Joseph Weather, being played by Tara.
I am Joseph. I am
not really.
Not Joe. I'm not Joey. Not Jojo. I am Joseph. I am a structural engineer. I believe in systems thinking. I believe in measuring. I believe in tolerances and failure analysis. I am very, some would say, methodical, observant, restrained, formal. I have health issues. I suffer from bronchial asthma, which differentiates me from my siblings, especially my younger hot dog pilot, Raymond. But anyway, I enjoy making lists. I have spreadsheets and journals for everything.
Excellent.
I am also the family recorder. And if something happened, I probably have a note on it.
And actually, we'll probably come back to your notes at several points during this because, you're very, very observant, very methodical.
I apologize. Also, I am an amateur botanist. I study plants, particularly flowers, medicinally in order to help myself with my breathing troubles, and also because they are very structured and formal and predictable based on their environment.
As you study these, do you also do any sort of like drawings or paintings at all?
I do. I excuse me. I draw them. I sketch them. I am not sentimental about them, but out of character, I have assigned a flower to each of my siblings. This is something I do based on characteristics and how they thrive in different environments and so forth. So that feel free to use that. Anyway, yes, I sketch them and I perform some experiments, and I do have a greenhouse where I grow some plants.
How much of this was the plants especially were affected by your your relationship with your grandmother? Because there is a greenhouse on the grounds of the Weather Manor.
My grandmother, of course, first introduced me to botany and the language of plants, and in determining what species a flower is, and in determining what kind of environments they thrive in. And she, of course, grew plants of her own and taught me how to do this and to read the Farmer's Almanac for things such as crops, although I don't do that type of gardening myself.
Excellent. Thank you. Let's go to the third sibling, and also our youngest son of this grouping, Raymond Weather, being played by Byron.
Hi, y'all. Well, while I may not be able to find a Massachusetts accent, I'm just going to give you this one. So
He's adopted.
Hopefully you like it. But see, they probably have a different accent if they was as worldly as I am. See, they stick down here on the ground, which is fine. You can see some things, but it's nice to kind of get a view from above. And when you can see everything that's going on, the world looks so different. You can look at the minutia of the inside of a flower, but when you can see all of the flowers, it just means something more different. And so I am a pilot, not just a stunt pilot, but I fly a little bit. If God would have given them wings, they would be able to see the things that I see. But people say I do things that are rash. I say I just decide faster. However, I do like the fact that I've been recorded on film, not just maybe in some black book that someone writes down things about me that they think I, might be related to in a way. But I typically wear my pilot's jacket and a scarf because it's important to have a scarf. But I also like to speak sometimes like my brother Joseph, and it makes me feel more intelligent.
How's anybody supposed to know you're a flyboy without the scarf, right, Raymond?
Well, occasionally. This is a funeral, so I did leave my goggles in the car.
How much? How would I want to ask this? How do you feel about your behaviors compared to Joseph's? Because as the younger brother, but also, like you said, you decide more quickly than Joseph does, and so
I feel like when you have a dog that doesn't really like to listen, you tend to leash it, and that's the way I feel Joseph is. He's leashed to the world. He can only go so far from the door before it comes taut and so forth. Versus myself, I'm more I can leave and come back. He's stuck here.
And Ethan, just to come back to you, as you're hearing your brothers, talk and describe themselves, what was it like being an older brother to these two?
Night and day, much like Jacqueline Hyde, but less nefarious. I definitely get along with Joseph because we're more scientifically driven.
Mm-hmm.
The slowness of his speech can get a little tiring, but I don't hold it against him. Raymond, who knows? The one time you went sledding down the hill in the winter really fast and hit a tree, I'm guessing that's kind of what happened to him.
I love it. Now, and
he loves all the symbols. He tries to take care of it.
Oh man. And so we have our brothers, we have Ethan, we have Joseph, we have Raymond, and really the Weather family has a lot of men in it. There has not been a female born into the Weather family in generations. And then suddenly, Gregory and Barbara, after 3 sons, have a daughter. And so Liz, Elizabeth Weather, or Liz, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection with these guys?
Miss Kapustik, if I may, people think being the youngest means you're sheltered. Well, it doesn't. It means you grow up watching and learning who speaks to be heard and who speaks because they're afraid of silence. So I'm Elizabeth, or Liz, if you like, 4th child. I'm going to go with Byron's accent because it's easy because I'm from the South as well. Last opinion anyone really ever asked for, which turned out to be a fine education. When you grow up on the margins of your own family, everybody looking down their nose at you, well, you get good at noticing things. I'm a journalist, and I don't really trust neat explanations. The world keeps its secret in small print and burial notices, not so much headlines. So I write things down so they can't be forgotten. Or worse, corrected later. I'm also a bundle of energy. I'm about 5'4", lithe. I love jazz music, and I can dance circles around these men in this family. It's good to meet y'all.
Nice. And Liz, sorry, I want to ask this as well. And I guess so. Let me give you also a little bit of background as well. The 4 of you are, at least at one time, were very close. Your parents were killed in a train accident almost 22 years ago now. Back in 1903, and you all were, between 10 and 15 years old. And it was, horrific. It's horrific losing a parent, losing both of them, and losing them both in such a horrific way. That trauma kind of bonded you together. And you also ended up moving from the town where you had originally grown up, which was maybe about an hour from Foxville. But after your parents died, you moved to the Weather Manor. Your grandmother, Eve, took over your guardianship, and you lived in the mansion. You lived in the manor with her, but you also lived with your Uncle Charles and his wife Margaret. And Charles was the middle brother. Your father was actually like one of 3 brothers as well, and so Charles and his wife lived in almost like the gatehouse of the manor. And so while you lived in the manor with your grandmother, they were right on the property. And so you really connected with your Uncle Charles and your Aunt Margaret, and they were just so much in love. Like, you could just tell. And they weren't a couple that would, argue or bicker or anything like that. They really seemed so connected. And so, their relationship and their connection with you influenced a lot of your time from then on. And sorry, that's where I wanted this. And so, you were all devastated. The last time that all four of you were together was 3 years ago when your Aunt Margaret passed away after a long lingering illness. While the doctors weren't necessarily sure what was happening, or at least your Uncle Charles wasn't telling you anything, Ethan, you would 3 years ago, you would have recognized that this was some sort of cancer that was just eating her away. And so, you ended up watching this ending. And then you were there for Charles through the funeral. And then, but you're all adults, you all have your lives to live. And so over the past 3 years, you've checked back in with him and, you visited your grandmother and your uncle, but you haven't really been able to have that connection that you wanted. And so now that, that Grandma Eve has, passed away suddenly, you're all kind of coming back together. And so you're dealing with this with Grandma, but you're also kind of dealing with Charles and Margaret's death. And so while this is a weird transition for me, I would like you all to make one thing that is not on your character sheet is your luck. And so if you would, I'd like you to roll 3d6, multiply by 5, and that is going to be your luck. And if you would, once you roll that, let me know what you got. Oh, shit.
Oh, it didn't multiply.
Oh,
sadly.
whoops.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, mine didn't.
45.
3d6 times 5. Okay.
Raymond is 45. Okay.
So 10. So 50.
Yeah, and 50 for. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. Oh, God. Oh, how sad. I got 40.
Okay.
It didn't multiply on mine.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And Ethan, what did you get?
Jeez.
Look at you, 45. Okay. And so now what I'd like you to do is to go ahead and make a luck roll, please. All right, so Raymond succeeds.
That's what happens when you live by the seat of your pants.
That is true.
Look, fortune
this is
favors the bold.
not-
What a horrible outcome. Horrible, I tell you.
All
Seems about right.
Okay. And so Raymond and Ethan, you two have a bonus die that you can use at any point during the game. And really because of this, as you were able to get the news early enough and they were able to contact you. And so you were able to get one of the earlier trains ultimately back to Foxville. And so you managed to get there in a pretty decent amount of time.
I just flew here.
With Joseph and Liz, it took some time. Like they had difficulty getting in touch with you. And so as you finally got the news, you just had to rush here. And so you were, just so very stressed out. And so at one point during this game, you will each have to roll with a penalty die, but you can decide when you want to roll with a penalty die. I won't impose it upon you.
This is just dreadful, I tell you. Just dreadful. Why couldn't Raymond just fly us in his plane?
I think it's because you're a woman, Liz. Sorry.
It's also because you're afraid.
Ooh,
That's how I got there so quick. He picked me up because we heard she was sick. We just didn't get there before she died.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, as you get there, because you're kind of assuming like, oh, she must have been sick. She must, that's what's happening. Grandma Eve has always been in like tip-top shape, even at her age. and her age is pretty agey right now. And sorry, my brain, I can't remember. Okay, she was almost 80, and
It's all the
she was
lard
like,
and cigarettes.
seriously, between the whiskey and the
chewing
cigarettes, yes, she was like kind of tough. She was still, out working in her greenhouse. She had over the past year and a half, your Uncle Charles had actually moved into the house with her. And, the family story is that, that Eve wanted someone else around the house just to make sure that she would be okay. And in reality, she was worried about your uncle. He has, in the past 3 years, he has not dealt well with his wife's death. He was actually institutionalized for about 18 months. And then when he left the sanitarium, his mother asked him to move in with her. So it's, everybody's pretending that it's for Eve's sake, but you all really know that it's for Charles. And in the house itself too, there's Uncle Charles, there was Grandma, and then there's a butler and a maid that have worked there forever. Actually, have worked there since you were there as children. They came to the house as this young married couple, and they've been there your entire lives. But you all arrive at the manor.
Madam Keeper, what are their
Yes.
names? So I might write them down.
Absolutely. Their names are Mr. and Mrs. Simon, Roger Simon, and Cecile. And actually, when they moved in, they were
Byron,
just
you need to go on mute, dude. That's a first. I'm muting you.
Yes.
Yeah, I can mute him.
Hey, that's a rash decision, man.
That's a first. We started this channel in 2018, I think, and it's the first time we've captured audio. I'm leaving it in.
It was just me. I actually just peed right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
Yeah.
That's more, so she's nude from the waist down.
That's amazing.
You
guys were here for it. Chat, I know. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Hey, it wasn't me. I wear a diaper like I was supposed to.
Byron, I'm sorry. It's Cthulhu. He's fucking with you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
He likes to do tech weird stuff. But anyway.
Field goal. We did it.
Oh, sorry, folks. And so the Weather Manor itself is a large 19th century building. It's in the Georgian style. It's on this small hill in the countryside. It's about a couple miles outside of Foxville. And so, just the grounds are immense. And, first playing here as children and then like living here, this was just like a playground for you. It has 2 floors. It has an attic and a cellar. And as you all, now that all 4 of you are there, there are also, I'm telling you, Byron, blame Cthulhu.
Raymond, I know that trip was very long, but you could use the outhouse at a more, opportune moment.
You're muted.
Yeah, I muted you. So we didn't hear the whole thing if there was more.
Everything.
If that was a prelude.
We were going to go evacuation complete.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, Joseph already wrote that down in his spreadsheet, so.
That's why you don't fly by the seat of your pants, I guess.
Exactly. But I guess, so you are now here. There are some other relatives as well. Your uncle, the youngest uncle, Jonathan, is here with his wife, Veronica. You find out that their sons, their twins, Jason and Benjamin, are going to be showing up probably within the hour. It's just right before dinner.
Insufferable little trolls, those.
Oh, yeah. What don't you? So the twins are probably about 5 to 10 years younger than you guys are.
So in a way, than them, so I was constantly competing for attention every time they came along, and they're insufferable. They never shut up. They can do no wrong. Everything gets blamed on me, and I wind up hiding in the attic. Just like every other time.
Why the attic?
So there's a dress. It might have been Mother's wedding dress that grandmother kept up there on one of those wicker dress mannequins. Mm-hmm. And I just used to sit there and kind of fancy myself talking to Mom. Maybe in some way I was.
What kinds of things did you talk to her about?
Oh, the usual things. What an asshole Ethan is. What's wrong with Joseph? Why is it that Raymond won't ever comb his hair? Mainly, no, seriously, just, girl stuff. Stuff that the boys never really understood.
Mm-hmm. Were you able to talk to Grandma Eve the same way you talked with your idea of your mom?
To a point, but then when she realized I was starting to develop some independence, she kind of turned into a bit of a shrew, if I'm being honest. Everything had to be just so. She gave me this horrible etiquette book to read. Some of the lessons that were in there were just ridiculous for the modern woman, right? Mm-hmm. I loved her dearly, but not quite the same as the boys. They were her favorites, I think.
Yeah. And so as we look at like Raymond, Joseph, Ethan, each of you believed that you were Grandma's favorite. Why? What did she like best about you that she preferred about you over everyone else?
Well, I know why she seemed to prefer me at times. It is because I shared her interest in the flowers.
That makes sense. I'm sure that you were her favorite because of that.
It is not important to me if I was the favorite, but I do think that she preferred me over my siblings.
Okay.
I don't think Ethan necessarily believes that. He might have before, but when he came back from the trenches, he didn't think that anymore. He was pretty sure his sister was the favorite.
Why?
But
was it a change in you or a change in her?
change in me, probably. He might not necessarily see it that way, but it's pretty much a change in him.
Okay.
But if it were to be that way, it's because he became successful enough that he's been helping to fund and repair the estate.
Yeah. I mean, the family business is logging. And so while, Uncle Charles is now in charge of that, and, your Uncle Jonathan and the twins are kind of like growing up in it, the four of you don't necessarily have a connection with the family business as such. I mean, unless you choose to. But right now, you've kind of seemed to have stepped away from it. And so, I'm sure that Grandma Eve appreciates the financial help as well. And Raymond, how about you?
Well, clearly I was the favorite because I was the one that had the inclination and the, I guess, desire to see things from above. In the logging business, it's important to have someone that's willing to climb the trees and cut down the higher branches. Well, Joseph was too busy trying to figure out if his shoes could handle the climb and writing it down in mathematical equations. And by then, the branches had already started falling. And then there was the time when the storm, that one, it was a dark evening and the window on the upper part of the greenhouse had blown out, and her favorite roses were being destroyed by the wind. But I was able to climb up there with no ladder because, well, Ethan had moved it somewhere and couldn't quite remember where it was. He was waiting for Joseph to remember where he had documented that the ladder had gone, but unfortunately the code was too difficult to decipher, and I was just willing to climb up there on my own with no net to to save me, and I was able to save her flowers. So, with something that most of the people in this family lack, it's something small and hard to define, but it's called courage. But Ethan got it. Ethan found it when he went to the war. Before then, he didn't have it.
Were you in the war at all?
Yes, I flew, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it is. Not as many of my compatriots died because there was one, few of us, and two, most of them were too busy shooting forward to shoot up.
You're also a mailman.
Well, yes, we did deliver letters, what little bit we could. It was important.
Sorry. And Joseph, as we look at the war, at the Great War, were you connected with that at all?
I unfortunately was not able to serve my country. I did not pass the health exam.
Oh. Were you able to help as a structural engineer, was there anything that you did back here at all, or?
I stayed home and supported the family. Finished college and began my career.
Okay. Well, that makes...
It was uncertain whether Ethan and Raymond would come home. So it was very important for me to attain a lucrative career.
I understand. Yes. And Liz, as a reporter, and actually at the time, really kind of like a cub reporter, would you have had any connection with the war effort at all?
I'm sorry, you asking me?
I am, yes.
Connection. I was right there on the front lines. I was a war correspondent. Some of my best work was done right over there, while Asthma Boy is over here getting his degree. So sorry. I would picture her. She's kind of his favorite, low key, so she kind of pets his chest. I've seen things that women were never meant to see. It taught me a lot about the way the world works, though. Gave me a bit of hunger to find the truth. Some of the things that I saw there just really didn't add up.
And so I'm sure that kind of, while and it has now been 8 years or so, and yet I'm sure some of those things come back through. Sorry. Okay. And so, so as you're at the manor, you have, like, most of the others are already in the living room. They're engaging in small talk. They're having some, like, before dinner drinks. And so as you walk in, you see the butler and the maid. You see your Uncle Charles kind of sitting in an armchair by the fire. There are like two that are there, and he's sitting in one of them, kind of just like gazing into the fire with a drink in his hand. You see the butler, Roger Simon, kind of, flitting, kind of moving around, making sure that everybody else is okay. And then you see the other family, your Uncle Jonathan, your Aunt Veronica, and they are like sitting together on the couch, just talking quietly as you all come in.
They're the one with the twins?
They're the one with the twins, yes.
What were the twins' names? I'm sorry.
Jason and Benjamin. Jason and Benjamin.
And Benjamin.
And there's, those two aren't back yet, but when Roger let you in, he had said that they would be, arriving momentarily. But no one has mentioned anything about your cousin William, Uncle Charles's son. And so I guess go ahead and you're offered a drink. What would you like to do?
Well,
I would like some tea, please. Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course.
What time of year is it?
It is actually it's about now. Let's have it. Nah, it's a little too weird. Sorry. So let's have it in late autumn. So probably like end of October, beginning of November.
I would probably make sure that there's enough wood cut
Okay.
for any fire if we should need one. Keeping a house warm for a bunch of people is a lot harder than keeping it warm for a few.
And do you ask Roger about this at all? The butler?
No.
Okay.
No, I just go help myself. I just go like find the axe and start chopping some wood.
Okay.
We're a logging family. There's probably some wood around here.
Oh heck yeah! I mean, and you did this so often in your youth that you could do it with your eyes closed, which you shouldn't, but you could.
I probably will.
I wouldn't be surprised. And so just right off, like kind of around the side of the house, off the door into the kitchen, there is like a giant wood pile stacked up against the house, and you have one of those like stumps with the axe put in it, and you can go ahead and let's have you make a luck roll. You are able to, you're cutting wood and everything seems to be okay. And then something kind of twinges in your shoulder, and it's not like you heard it, but you've actually heard some of the other like older stunt pilots talking about this, about just how things, when you start getting old and your body goes, anything can happen. And suddenly you just start feeling really old, like your body's turning against you in some way. You're not the young guy anymore.
It's because I'm connected to the ground. Need to be in the air.
That must be it.
Must be
Yeah. But yeah, you've got at least like an armful of
arthritis.
Yes.
Could be.
See? And so you can bring in an armful of wood and you can put it like next to the fireplace, and Uncle Charles acknowledges you.
I'll tell Joseph just how many I cut.
Oh, good.
So that way he can write it down.
He does.
He does.
This is very important that we track how much firewood we need for a season in order to predict for future seasons and family events.
Joseph, we're a logging family. There's never a shortage of firewood in our family. For God's sake, have a martini.
And if we did run out of firewood,
have it.
If we did run out of firewood, Liz, we could just burn one of those books that he writes in.
Hey, now that's not necessary.
Right. Come on.
I'd have to guess, does he start feeling super uncomfortable and weird and shrink away from that?
I might clutch my journal, whatever journal I have in my hands, closer to me. But first of all, I don't think he'll really do that. And second of all,
It's all right. It's all right, Joseph. Raymond's plane's made of balsa wood, so he'll burn better.
So what do the rest of you do as in this, pre-dinner stuff?
So I think Liz finds herself 2 martinis in right about now. She skips the wine.
Wait a minute. Where? This is prohibition.
Yes, it is.
Is there not alcohol here up north? A family funeral? An affluent family?
There certainly is alcohol.
So you know what there is? I brought it. I've got a, that's fine. I have a flask and it is in my garter. And so no one else has a martini.
Alcohol.
I have ethanol for cleaning restaurants.
Just have a little sip. It'll fix everything that's wrong with you, Joseph. Come on.
Just a cat for
Come on. I see you. She's tweaking his cheek. I see. Just loosen up a little bit. For Grandma.
Put it in my tea.
Oh yeah,
In
and
your
Roger.
oh, honey.
Roger comes out with
dreadful.
Mr. Simon comes out, puts the tea down, like, here you go, Joseph. Yes. And he looks to the side, and Liz, are you trying to hide the flask, or are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
And
No.
so as he puts it down, he looks and he sees you with the flask. Roger gives you just a slight nod, like, yep, that's the way to do it. And then just walks away.
She gives him that same girlish smile that has pretty much owned him since she,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she was little. Watches him
Miss
walk
Liz,
away. I
it is
poured
wonderful
probably.
to have you back in the house.
I bet it is, Roger. I bet it is. Oh, oops! There, I just might have poured a little too much there, Joseph.
I use my finger and stir it a little bit. I think I may need a little more honey.
Oh, yes, right away. And so Roger will go back into the kitchen and as he comes back out, and there's just like this little tiny, like a little tiny pot, almost like a thumbnail sized pot of honey with a little tiny like honey dipper in it for you. Like, here you go. Here you go, Mr. Joseph. Thank you.
It's going to be $70 at an antique store soon enough.
Oh, yeah. And Ethan, how about you?
He spent a lot of his day just checking on the aunts and uncles, Charles, to make sure that they're healthy, especially since he knew Charles was having issues.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and have you make a medicine, either medicine or psychology, whichever you prefer. Oh, nice. Okay. So both Charles and Jonathan seem to be in very good health for their ages. And you guys are in your 30s. They are in their like mid to late 50s. And even sometimes it's hard to look at them and think about what your dad would look like if he were still alive. Because the family resemblance is very strong between these three. And really similar to, at least, you all have very strong weather features. And so, but they're all in pretty good health. Charles seems to be a little distant. As you talk to him, you have to kind of get his attention a little harder than you might normally, or as he talks, and then sometimes his conversation just drifts off and he just kind of goes into a silence. But he knows what's going on around him. He is connected with the family, with the the business. He knows what's going on. It's just almost like once you ask him anything personal, that's when he drifts.
Well, I'm sure that Ethan has seen this plenty for other people that have gone through loss or traumatic issues in traumatic events. Like, probably doing what he can to like talk to him and get him to. He knows that the more they talk about it, the better they might get over it.
Okay.
But,
and actually, as you sorry, because Liz would. I'm trying to remember the lots. Okay. Liz would not have been there when you were originally talking with them. Right. But, as she's kind of flitting around now, you notice that Uncle Charles is just kind of watching her. Even as he's kind of talking with you, he's just kind of watching Liz interact with everybody.
She's put a record on. I don't know what it's not quite the upbeat stuff that you'd like, but it's something to break the silence. She's kind of sauntering around, saying hi to all the various relatives, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Makes her way, having not said much to Ethan. She's always trying to like measure up. She knows she never really will, right? She's never going to be a doctor. She makes her way over. Oh, Dr. Weather. How are you?
Elizabeth.
Have some medicine.
He's got a medical bottle. Me too.
Ether again? Or what are you drinking?
Ethan's ether.
Oh, no. That's if I was going to put somebody to sleep. This is absolutely that's normal. But how are you handling there, little sis?
I think there's a moment where the veneer cracks and she tears up a little bit. Well, it was dreadful to lose her. Thought the old bat would live forever. She laughs, trying to stiffen back up. Do you tell what I've noticed what you mentioned about our uncle, or no? He's just in and out of reality, that sort of thing. Is it like the spectacle?
Let's go ahead and make maybe make a
spot
like
hidden?
psychology. Yeah, spot hidden. Let's go with that.
Okay. That's good because psychology's not happening. Oh no, actually I could. You know what? Yeah. I'll do spot hidden anyway. No. No, she's too oblivious. She's trying to be this. She's trying to get attention, doing that whole thing.
Yeah. And also, I mean, Charles looks like he's listening to everyone and just kind of watching. You haven't really gotten a chance to talk with him a lot yet. And so, he seems okay, but also you're not really sure.
I'll, as soon as if I get a feeling of that, I will pat Charles on the shoulder and nod at Elizabeth. It's like, maybe the two of you got some catching up to do. I'll go check them.
Oh, she gives you that look like, don't you leave me, don't you do that.
Liz,
Uncle Charles, it's been forever. She sits down very politely next to him on the couch.
come on in, have a seat. And why don't you tell me how things are going? And as he looks at you, you can see now that he is immaculately dressed, clean, hair brushed. He's wearing a suit and a three-piece suit like he always does. But his eyes look like they're not quite seeing you, almost as if they're looking through you or looking past you.
So
looking for someone else and not quite you.
She's seen this look before, but she's misreading it as the look she gets from everyone who's just kind of looking past her and marginalizing her, right? But she's like halfway through this sentence says something to the effect of, "Oh, and Boston's just Uncle Charles, are you okay? You don't look a bit well."
Well, this has been really rough. I guess you know what this is like.
I do.
Losing your mother
I
is rough.
Oh, but I was so young. I was so young.
You were so young.
It's
So beautiful.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. You should. I wish, the first day that you came to stay here after their funerals, and your Aunt Maggie just, you broke her heart. And all she wanted to do was just scoop you up and hug you until you just stopped crying.
Oh, Uncle Charles, do go on. I never get enough of that. She smiles.
Your Aunt Maggie loved you so much. Oh, and I know we'd always hoped that we would have a little girl. And so when you came here, we just thought of you as our own. And you see a tear start to come down his face.
She kind of cups his cheeks gently and kind of, kisses him on the cheek. Uncle Charles, I'm so sorry. I know these memories are so tough. You loved her so. She loved you too. You could see it in her eyes. It's the one thing I remember is the way she looked at you.
She was a saint. She was a fool for loving someone like me, but I thanked God every day that she was that foolish. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. But that's
What's he drinking?
he is drinking a. He also has like a cup of coffee, but as you move in to kind of kiss him,
I smell
you can
liquor.
Smell, yeah, it's pretty potent.
Oh, this is dreadfully unfortunate. It does seem as if you're running dry, but I learned a trick, and she pours from her flask in there.
Oh, you saucy little girl. Is that what they teach you in the big city?
In fact, it is, and many other things that I shan't be showing here, she laughs.
Oh, well, yes. Especially not in front of your... And then right as he's about to say something, the doorbell rings, and you see your Uncle Jonathan and Aunt Veronica, like, look toward the door immediately, like, oh, there they are. And you can hear Rogers goes through to the front door, and then you hear these voices, and it's crazy because it's the twins, Jason and Benjamin. They sound exactly alike. And so it's almost just like hearing them in like one person in stereo. And as they walk in, and they are just these 25-year-old, they look exactly the same. And, like tall and, muscled and, just so very handsome. And both of them are, they're still in medical school. And, so that's why they're a little bit late. And their parents jump up immediately and, and rush to them and hug them. And they're all like talking very loudly and spiritedly. And the rest of you, how does this make the rest of you feel as you're watching this family? Like, these parents hugging their adult children.
I roll my eyes and light a
feel?
cigarette. I'm just, no. Ugh.
I'm so used to it.
It's been 22 years. There's a poignancy to it, but
Joseph and I think the same.
Mm-hmm. And so as they come in, and then Roger says, a dinner is ready. If you would like to move into the dining hall or dining room, we can go right in. Thank you. And he puts his arm kind of down to Uncle Charles, as if to like help him out of his chair. And that also is something that feels very new. Charles has always been very, very strong, very virile, very vital, and just watching someone help him out of his chair is disconcerting.
Well, I smelled his coffee, so
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of alcohol in that poor coffee.
I was giving him a once over earlier. So
oh my God, excellent. And so, as you go into the dining room, you can, as you are sitting down, I guess, would you like to stay as a group? Would you like to kind of intersperse among, who of these other relatives would you like to have near you? Or is there anyone you're trying to avoid?
Oh, certainly not the twins.
I get cursed, and the twins are on either side of me because they're asking me questions about medical school.
Oh God, yeah. Oh,
But he doesn't mind because he lectures, so he's just going through whatever course of study that they're in. But he's also learned how to just drone them out. He finds them. He wishes he had their energy and their vitality.
And their blood.
oh yeah.
Not
And
yet.
I mean,
The night is young.
and the twins were just young enough that they were, they were 17 when the war ended. And so like, they didn't get to go and prove their mettle like most of the rest of you did. So, when you returned home, there was a lot of like peppering of questions of that ilk. Like, what was it like? And how cool was it? And so it almost feels like this. They tried to live vicariously through you for the war. And now, as they become adults, they're not they seem so much happier than those of you who were part of it. Because they don't have the trauma to go with it. So you're sitting with them, they're chatting your ear off.
They
and
also
asking
didn't
questions.
have dysentery and cholera and trench foot.
Yes.
I also didn't have those things.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you're flying the mail, it's
Yep.
And like the rest of you, is there anyone in particular that you would like to sit with or that you would like to avoid? Just
I would like to sit next to Benjamin.
oh, okay.
Thank you. I will engage him in discussion of my observations and recordings in my journal about my bronchial asthma.
Oh, nice.
My findings with regard to various treatments and successes and patterns that I have noticed.
Excellent. Go ahead and make a. I'm trying to think of a good one. I mean, you could make a medicine check, but I think this might be more like, because it's not charm, it's not persuade, it's not fast talk, but it's just.
It's definitely not fast talk with him.
You know, go ahead and make an appearance check. 'Cause I'm going to use that as like
Education.
charisma. Yeah. Either appearance or education, whichever one you would prefer. Oh, would you like to use luck?
I
Ooh,
would,
look at
I
that.
would like to spend a little luck, Andy.
Yes, luck.
Andy.
I love you, Andy. I'm hopeful there. But so yes, and so at first, as you're talking, and you see his eyes kind of glaze over, and then as you pull out the stats and like start showing him these things, like the data, he becomes much more interested. And so, and Ethan, that kind of gives you a little bit of a break because then Benjamin and Joseph are suddenly, very engaged in this conversation.
Ethan, you can pay me back later. You can repay the favor later.
And I guess for Raymond and Liz, who would you like to sit near or not?
I know that Liz definitely doesn't want to be near the twins, and I technically don't either, because just hearing them drone on and on is like listening to Joseph for extended periods of time. So I will run like interference. So basically, I will let Liz pick where she wants to sit at a distance, and I'll make sure that there's open space for her and kind of keep anyone from crowding her.
Nice. Yeah, I love
I think
that.
that's kind of what Ethan and Raymond were doing too. But sitting on the landmine, if you will.
So the seat closest to Uncle Charles, but not anywhere near the twins, if that's a thing. If it's not, then I see you tell me where I'm sitting, but it's not near those insufferable trolls.
Exactly. And
Which, by the way,
Charles
could I ask, has my inquiry about their grades from their university come back yet?
Yes. What do you want it to say?
Well, it's exactly what we all know. They're daft on a good day.
Damn.
But for some reason, they've not been put on academic suspension yet. I'm going to work that angle later. Daddy's money, probably. Yeah. I think I would have shared that with only with Ethan if it came back. So he's got that.
It absolutely did.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's definitely saying the wrong things to see if they catch on. Oh no, definitely the duodenum. Yes.
Yeah, you just stretch the duodenum all the way out and let it go.
That's how it happens. Yeah. Oh my God.
No, Benjamin. The trachea is where the air goes, not the food.
Not for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not for you. Fucking Andy. This is the best character ever.
cousins suck. Oh my god! All right. And so I'm sorry.
Amazing.
So Charles is at the foot, like at the foot of the table, the one end, and Liz, you're kind of like diagonal from him.
Okay.
And Joseph actually is fairly like there is actually a seat between Joseph and Charles, so the cousins are like diagonal from you, but they're far enough away. And then Raymond is right next to you, so he can. Actually, wait, sorry. Yeah, Raymond is right next to you, so that way he can run interference. And then you have your Uncle Jonathan and your Aunt Veronica is actually right next to you, Raymond.
Oh.
And then there's an empty seat at the end of the table, but there's a place setting there.
Would this have been her seat?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it was her seat. And would everybody go ahead and make intelligence checks?
Oh, wow. I've had a moment of clarity. Must be the booze.
So I would like to.
How am I not making any of these rolls?
You're too busy writing facts and figures in your journal.
You have inherited my curse.
I would like
Who
to.
is messing with you?
If there is, if there are some
Joseph.
flowers in the house, that she would have liked, since I know her favorite, because I read those pages in Joseph's book when he was asleep. But
You scallion.
But I will just like walk over once Liz is comfortable and there's space around her and stuff. I'll just walk over and I will take one of the knives off of the table and I will cut one of the flowers off and I will lay it on her plate.
Oh.
Oh, nice, it's beautiful.
It was a lily, of course.
It was a lily.
The lily.
And I would just go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and I'll just like kind of smirk a little bit that no one had the courage to do it but me.
Nice.
Liz would cry at that, I think. And Raymond.
Raymond, that is very touching.
So
That is
sweet.
very appropriate. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of that.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, like, Ethan, as you're seeing all of this, you notice that there's actually like there seems to be some conversation going on between the Roger and Cecile. And it seems to be a little confused, but Liz, you notice, and you can actually, like, as you're watching their body language, you can actually see Cecile saying, I miscounted. I didn't mean to put it out there. I just didn't even think about it. And now they've put a flower on it and I can't move it. It just has to stay there. What do we do? I wasn't meaning to leave it out for her. And Roger's like, it's okay. Don't worry. It's not a mistake. It looks like it was intentional. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But you can see that she seems very upset about this as she goes back into the kitchen. And sorry, I have some weird cat hair, I think, going on there. I'm
It's
sorry.
either the cat hair or what's funny is the stream can't see it, but we can. The cat's butthole just right here next to your head. Yes.
Oh,
the one-eyed
cat
unicorn.
hands.
Yeah.
Oh, my
bit
God.
no one now.
Oh, get. And so, yes. And so, they bring out, and you can smell like this pot roast. It was Grandma Eve's favorite dish. And they serve, you're all served. And then they kind of leave you to eat and talk. And so just like thinking about who's around you, like Liz, you have your Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles and Raymond are kind of on either side, and then across from you is Joseph. Raymond, you have Liz and your Aunt Veronica on either side, and you're across from Benjamin. Joseph, you have Benjamin and Charles kind of on each side, and Liz is across from you. And then Ethan, you're kind of in enemy territory. And you have Jason, you have the twins on either side of you, and then right across from you are their parents.
Ethan's weirdly okay with this because he's just trolling them, and every once in a while he throws in some gallows humor, and it just kind of makes them both stop talking for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of look at him like he's crazy. He's got Ethan's not a pretty man. He's scarred and gaunt and thin.
I was going to
ask.
ask.
He's really tall.
Ooh, okay.
So,
Ethan,
going by my
Ethan, tell them that one story, the one that made Raymond throw up.
And as you say that, you get Aunt Veronica's face kind of like darkens as if to say, like, this is not appropriate at the table.
As I see that, I'd speak up from now. But yes, definitely tell that story, Ethan. It's a very good one. And I look at her as she's scowling, and I kind of just...
I was like, nice. And you see her husband just like pat her on the hand, like, it's okay, dear. Just everyone grieves in their own way. And so, yeah, Ethan, do you want to tell that story? Do you know a story?
Oh, I'm sure. Correct.
I don't know if you want to actually.
No, I don't think that's appropriate for the dinner table.
Okay.
Especially, I don't want to embarrass Raymond and his
I don't think you
kind
could.
of missions.
It's very human to feel nauseous at graphic details. It's very human. It's very normal. But it was an interesting story for these med students to hear, perhaps over dessert later.
And both of them seem very excited. Like, oh my God. After over drinks, after dinner, you should tell us.
I just lean over to whichever one's the furthest away from everybody else.
Jason, the one on your left.
Yeah, so I'd lean over and it's like, mustard gas that's there.
We couldn't hear that. What did you say?
Whatever that was.
I said whisper to him, like, mustard gas does really horrible things to the person's insides. Then just wink at him.
Oh my God.
Low enough that the other brother doesn't hear it.
Nice. And actually, Uncle Jonathan, oh wait, let me do this just to make sure. Okay. He says, oh, it's right here. And he passes you the mustard as if like he thought you were asking for mustard. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. And he just passes it along.
And so I guess, is there anyone you want to talk to? Anything that you want to, and actually they will, Uncle Charles starts talking about Eve. He says, I know this might not be the appropriate place for it, but, I don't know if all of you had a chance to hear how Mother died.
Wasn't it the cancer that took her, Uncle?
No, she wasn't sick. That was my Maggie.
It was Maggie.
But and he kind of shakes his head. But no. So she passed away in her sleep. The doctor thought it might be a heart attack, maybe from, like being shocked out of sleep or something like that. When Cecile went in to wake her up in the morning, she was late for breakfast. And so Cecile went to make sure she was okay. And she was just dead in her bed. And she had a look on her face, almost of, I don't know, maybe, I think fear. Oh,
how dreadful. Uncle Jonathan, is this appropriate for the dinner table? How horrid.
And Jonathan's like, Charles, why are you bringing this up right now? Sorry. Why are you bringing this up right now? This is unsuitable. And Charles just sits back and says, oh, is this the first time you've been touched by grief? Jonathan, there's nothing that you should hide. There's nothing that is inappropriate. And it's just, and the look on, if you guys would all make either intelligence or power checks, whichever you prefer.
Who's this?
Let's go.
Jonathan?
Ooh.
Yeah, either intelligence or power.
Finally.
Nice. Oh, extreme. Good.
Damn.
Extreme.
Same. This is not like him.
You're too busy putting
Nice.
mustard on your pot roast.
That's so good. Yeah, and so those of you who made it, you are like, you're not rattled by this, but you're surprised by that conversation between these two brothers, because on one hand, like, both of them lost their brother, and so, like, yes, that would be devastating. Why is Charles saying this to his brother? But and especially with the extreme success, Raymond, and Raymond and Joseph also with the extreme success. And it's interesting that both of you in different ways would actually connect with this emotional response. But you realize that Jonathan seems almost oblivious. Like, he just wants to cover everything up and you don't talk about it and stiff upper lip and whatever. And Charles, you've never seen him quite so vulnerable and wanting to talk about feelings. And that's not the Weather way. And so that's just very, whether you feel uncomfortable or not, you're recognizing that that's what the dynamic is, I guess. And so now, if there's anyone else you want to talk to or anything like that, or address this.
It is okay, Uncle Charles. It's not all of us that have the courage to face these things like you do.
Thank you, Raymond.
It's a trait that has escaped many of the people in this family.
And coming from a Great War flying ace, that's pretty high.
Mailman.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, what? No, yes, he is both male and a man. Yes.
A very grounded kind of comments, Joseph. It must have been very disturbing for you to find out that Grandma Eve, your mother, passed so suddenly when she had been so well, and I'm sure it was traumatizing to see her like that. It is known that heart attacks can be painful. Perhaps that explains the look on her face.
Joseph, please, let's not think of grandmother in this way. Not as we eat. She starts to primps up and starts to cry. Is it not enough that she died?
It would have been brief. I mean to say, it would have been brief.
I just can't picture the dear old thing in such pain, however brief. And you're all monsters to talk of it at dinner.
These things, these are realities, no matter what time of day it is. Sometimes I have observed feelings are brought to the fore during rituals such as family meals.
Do you feel these feelings, or do you just see them go past you like traffic on the road, Joseph, for God's sake? Grandma's dead.
It is sad.
I'm sorry. I'll collect myself.
It's fine. I think it's important that we all take a deep breath. Maybe most of us. And I'll look at Joseph and then look back.
Yeah, she holds out her hand expecting a handkerchief, and then realizing...
I'll give her one. I'll give her my scarf.
Oh.
Please blow your nose in it.
Oh, certainly not at the table. She'll just blot.
Oh,
I think with
Yeah.
that failure,
Lady.
Ethan starts polishing this brass bracelet that he has. That's made from like an artillery shell from like they call it trench art. And he's just after they pass the mustard, he's just sitting there and he's just kind of rubbing it.
okay. I have a question, and I don't know if you will actually tell anyone this or not. Where did that come from? How did you get it?
He hasn't told anybody, but it's people brought back stuff like that regularly. It was like, but it was they call it trench art. He got it actually for a month. He was a surgeon in a POW camp. Then he got captured outside of Somme, and it was some French guys that made it for him before they got liberated. But none of those guys made it through. They were too tore up. So they kind of handed it to him as a thank you, and he's just had it ever since. On the inside of it, it's just got initials of everybody that he knew that didn't make it back.
That's really cool.
Be a really big bracelet.
It is about 2 inches. It's almost like a wristband almost.
Has anyone in the family ever asked you about it?
Oh, well, of course, Raymond's tried to more than this,
Okay.
but in the most asinine way possible. So he doesn't tell him. He's just like, oh, it's just something I picked up.
Okay. That's really cool. As you are polishing, I guess, why are you like,
It's just kind of a nervous tick he picks up when he starts thinking about stuff.
okay. No, that's super cool. Okay. And so, as this is kind of going on, Roger comes back out and is, he's ready to take plates if people are done. Mr. Charles, if you would like, whenever you're ready, we will actually have dessert we'll have dessert and coffee and tea for you in the parlor. Whenever you're ready to adjourn there, we'll serve you in there. And then he just kind of steps back and waits to see what you guys are going to do.
Well, I do believe there's
some empty carbohydrates.
Yes.
I checked my watch. I need to step outside.
Absolutely. What are you stepping outside for?
A cigarette.
Why outside and why not in the house?
I find that the smoke irritates some people.
Like your lungs.
Grandma wouldn't let us smoke in the house.
How would you ever know the difference? We like I'm sitting there at dinner with like one of those long filtered cigarettes.
Yeah, and that's an interesting question. Like, most people would smoke in the house. Did grandma allow smoking in the house? And we have, no, grandma didn't let you smoke in the house. Are any of you smoking? Well, I mean, Liz was, Joseph stepping out.
I would imagine if I knew that he was that Joseph was going out, I would probably do the same.
Every 3 hours, give or take. It's for my breathing.
I was going to ask, yeah. Okay.
Dolls.
And the twins, you manage to avoid the twins as you step outside. And is anyone else going outside? Or is anyone else? What are the rest of you that are going in the parlor? Are you going outside? Are you going somewhere else in the house?
I think there's brandy in the parlor probably, so I'll be heading there.
Okay.
I think I would probably go to her room.
Oh, okay.
I would try to sneak my way up there as I see people move about and stuff.
Okay. And Ethan, I forget, what did you say you wanted to do?
I would go out with them to have a after meal cigarette with my one slightly grounded brother.
Okay. So let's go to the parlor first, then we'll go outside, then we'll go to the room. And so, Liz, you go into the parlor, and the Uncle Jonathan and his wife and kids are in there, and just chatting up a storm. They are all. This branch of the family actually lives in San Francisco, and so they all traveled in for the funeral. And so the four of them are kind of in this like grouping together. And then again, Uncle Charles is kind of sitting by the fire. He has this like a dessert plate with a piece of apple pie on it. And, he has a coffee cup next to him, but he's not eating. He's just kind of holding it and looking into the fire.
Oh, there, Uncle Charles. And she kind of pats him on the shoulder as she walks by, and she's pouring herself a cordial. You're not going to eat that pie?
Well, I'll take a couple bites of it, but, I haven't really had much of an appetite.
Oh, I know. But you know what Grandmom used to say? Got to keep your strength up. An apple pie will cure what ails you. Come on.
That is true. Oh,
come on.
Right,
she takes the fork and scoops some in it. Yeah.
Make a charm check.
Oh,
I think you have charm. Either charm or
better. Oh, yeah, what the hell?
Oh, no.
I mean, wow.
If you...
I'm like some kind of sewer monster from D&D, apparently. Let's see what charms are. It's not helping.
Did you have persuade instead? I can't remember which one. I want to say I gave you one of the three, but I don't remember which one.
I do have persuade.
Go ahead with persuade.
I'll spend some luck. Why not?
Okay. Yes, spend it. And so, yeah, he seems to resist at first, and then, you're right. You're right. Mother would want me to keep my strength up. Yes. And so as he's like eating the pie, Cecile did such a nice job with this. So, Lizzie, tell me, I know you're kind of freelancing with your stories. How are things going for you in the big city?
Things are going well enough. I'm in conversations. You know how it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, my last editor was so awful. He was just atrocious. He had eyes for only one thing, if you know what I mean.
I'd say he probably had eyes for two things, right? And as you look at him, you're like, oh my God, Uncle Charles has never really made a joke like this before.
Yeah. Where are his eyes? Or is he looking at my boobs?
He's looking right at you. He's he's not, but he's just like kind of like laugh and like looking at your eyes to see how you would react to the joke.
Oh, Uncle Charles. I never.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Eat your pie. But no, things are quite good, and looking up soon. There's a magazine. So all about modern women, and the jazz culture is fantastic in Boston as well. Aunt Veronica, she looks over. I hate this woman. Like the woman knows when I turn. She's just. How are things in San Francisco?
Oh, thanks for asking, Elizabeth. Everything is going very well. Your uncle's business is just booming. And, she kind of like pats him. The West Coast branch of the family business is really thriving. And even though my beautiful boys are in medical school right now and
I understand they're doing very well.
They are just fantastic. We've gotten actually letters from some of their professors talking about just how well they're doing. And with you, go ahead and make a, I think, intelligence check. And make it with it doesn't matter. I was going to say bonus die, but
hard success.
A hard success already. You know that you've seen their grades. Yeah. You know their shit. And so as you look at the twins, they seem to be embarrassed by these compliments, but embarrassed because like there's something fishy and they're sending letters home. Like, are they forging these letters? Just like, what is the deal with these two? It just seems ridiculous.
Veronica, however do you do it? How do you hide your pride? I would be overflowing, and she glances over Veronica's shoulder at the twins. If my sons were doing so well, and she smiles like,
it's very easy knowing that as a mother that I've done such a wonderful job with my boys. Are you ever going to have that feeling?
Well, certainly not before I'm married. I would never consider doing that. Now, would I?
I'm glad to hear that, especially for, this modern woman with, going to jazz clubs and whatnot. You hear the worst things. And so I'm so glad that you're not one of those girls.
Oh, of course not. And, I do believe you have a chemistry star among your boys. Which one is it? Oh, it was Jason, wasn't it?
Jason. Oh,
he's
Jason
the chemistry star. I remember you saying that last time we were together.
Yes.
And he's like bombing chemistry. That's what she's poking at.
Yes, my dear, and kind of like just reaches up behind her and like pats him on the cheek, like, oh, my little sweetheart. But then, of course, both of them.
Yeah.
And it's always weird that every time that the family gets together, it's always like Veronica framed by her boys. And, Jonathan is kind of off to the side as if he's like the least important of the family. And Jonathan just says, yes, our boys are delightful. Yes, they are. But, sometimes it's easier for them because they have such
money.
And then he stops himself.
And she laughs.
Yes, money. Yeah. It is helpful to have money. And Veronica looks at him and she's like, oh, were you going to say that it's easier for them because they had parents? Yes, it's true. And she just like kind of smiles back at you and really a bitchy sort of like, that's the kind of thing that she has said to you guys over the years. Like just kind of picking a little bit, like as if it was your parents' fault that they were in an accident.
Yeah.
But
I suppose I'll never really know. But I bet you're right. It would be nice to have parents that are as nurturing and protective as you are, Veronica.
Yes, I am very protective. But yes, Liz, why don't you we did see one of your articles.
Oh, you did. Which one was it?
Oh, it was the one about it was talking about the
did Joseph read it to you then? Is that what happened?
No, he wasn't here.
I wouldn't.
But yes, it was talking about the evils of as we talk about the evils of prohibition, and you were talking about repealing that amendment, and that just I was just very surprised to see that was your opinion for that piece.
Well, prohibition is nothing more than a measure of control, right? But
yes.
Of course, you know all about that, though, don't you? And she glances over at Joseph, like wearing it on her sleeve to get him riled up.
Oh wait, like the uncle?
Like
you mean not your brother?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah,
Jonathan. Sorry.
And Jonathan. Make another intelligence check, please. Oh, you've got that is a hard success, but there's a lot of weirdness
intelligence.
Going on. Yeah.
Oh, why is it not doing the thing?
And you can.
Oh, there's two. I got the first one. Yeah, hard success.
Hard success. You see him. He looks really uncomfortable in a lot of different ways. Like that, his wife has been more aggressively bitchy. Usually she's passively bitchy, but she's being aggressively bitchy this time. And
it's the haircut that she doesn't like in the outfit, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah. Oh, your bobbed hair, like you kind of look like a whore, and a jazz whore. But
Jazz whore. That's a good band name. Cool.
Put it on the list.
I was muted, and I was literally saying the same thing.
Oh my God. And you also see, like, almost in that instant, the way that their marriage must be. That it's always like Veronica knows everything, and Veronica cares about her boys, and Jonathan is an afterthought, even in his own marriage. And kind of, as you look also then, like, to see how Uncle Charles is following this, you see and you remember the relationship that he and Aunt Maggie had, that it was just so close and so loving and so supportive. And like this couple is still together, and, their relationship was crap, but this really good relationship was ruined.
Well,
was just taken away.
It's all about control, isn't it? Because she exerts such control after all. And by no means, Veronica, am I saying it's a bad thing, of course. I mean, the church does it. The government does it, and overbearing wives do it too.
Yes. And she looks a little miffed at that, like, overbearing wives. Yes, you're right. But hopefully you'll understand what it's like to be a wife someday.
Oh, hopefully so.
In
due course.
Really
in due course.
Yes. Let's go ahead outside with Joseph and Ethan. You have avoided this for now, which yay. But you're outside for I guess, how are things going out there?
Commenting on how our cousins might have two bodies, but they share a brain.
I admit I am disappointed and perhaps a little frightened at the notion that they might one day be physicians. Liz, have you shared with us that you're spying on them? Do we know that you're spying on the...
Only Ethan. I would have shared the grades with Ethan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So do I?
I would probably say something once we got out here. I don't know if you've noticed, but they're not doing well.
I don't. How are they still in medical school?
I have a feeling Mummy Dearest, if I had to guess.
Oh.
Or they're not in medical school. I don't know.
Should we get Lizzie to check?
Well, she got her grades. I don't know how far back they are, how recent they are. But, I can make some inquiries later and see who's on the board. But we'll see what happens when they get closer to their practicals.
One hopes they have. Benjamin at least has no critical thinking skills and no understanding of basic biology.
They're, like I said, they're one and the same. So I'm assuming they're both just as bad.
Sure. I'm sure.
So how have you been?
I have been my normal myself. I have kept to my routines, and I have kept to my botany and my engineering and my research. I live a small but structured life.
I am envious. My life becomes very chaotic at times.
It is good to see the family.
Most of them. He just kind of waits. He goes back to this one.
I am referring to you and to Liz and to Raymond. It is good to see you. Correct. It is good to see Uncle Charles, although he does not seem himself.
No,
And
he still
Grandma
thinks
Eve
his wife-
was elderly. Her passing, while unfortunate and startling, should not be entirely surprising. I find it curious how disturbed Charles seems to be.
He still hasn't quite gotten over Aunt Margaret's passing either, so compounding, I think.
It has been 3 years.
Right. But he was institutionalized for a time for it.
And yes, Aunt Maggie was much younger.
Yeah.
Do you believe that he is regressing somewhat in his recovery because of Grandma's passing?
I think so. I hope so. Hopefully he can get over it. But
You are hoping
Let's
that
keep
it
an
is
eye
not
on
something organic.
I don't think it's anything physical.
He would be awfully young for senility, but do you think it could be possible?
Well, he's heard of traumatic stress. Possibly.
I see.
But I haven't seen him too much. We've only been here since early today. Late yesterday, early today.
Earlier today, you got here.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. More observations,
Indeed.
diligence.
I share with him whatever notes that I have already made on the family. Not, he
I'm
doesn't.
helping filling gaps from the conversation he hasn't been in.
Yeah, like I'm not showing him all the numbers and everything, but I am like the family record keeper in my mind, the family lore. So I am sharing some memories that I've triggered from certain conversations and my observations about the twins, and compared to earlier assessments like 3 years ago, what were my assessments of their capability and their appropriateness of their course of study and so forth. And I probably have an anecdote or two on each of them that correlates to my observations, which are dismal at best.
Yeah.
All right. And so, yeah, as you guys are talking about the family and that sort of thing, we're also going to now shift to Raymond, who is going up to Grandma's room to see what's there. Now, I shared with you under PDFs, there is a PDF called The Funeral, page 21, and it is actually a map of the house. And so I hit show to players. I don't remember how to actually show that on the stream.
It's there. You're good.
Good, my pal does. And so, you have, this was a 2-story building with also a basement and an attic. Liz, the attic was one of the places where Liz would go and hide when you guys lived here. But as you're going up the steps, I guess we're looking around, Raymond, where might you have, what was your kind of like favorite place or hiding? Like, where was your safe space here in the house?
Probably the mezzanine, really.
Oh, what did you like about it?
The fact that it was high, that you could look out over stuff.
Did you spy a lot when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I kind of hid. There was this one area there was a plant, and if you stood just right, you could observe things that others couldn't.
He probably peed on it.
Only on Tuesdays.
Is there anything at, sorry. As I read this, let me read that. Oh, okay. Sorry. And so is there anything during your childhood that like really stands out as, oh my God, I can't believe I saw this. Like, this is the coolest secret ever, or this is the most horrifying secret ever? That's a weird question, but I don't
That's
care.
a little weird. That's a little
I
weird.
know.
Let me see. Something that I saw when I was a child that was a secret.
And really, I guess I say child, but you would have been probably 12 when you moved here. And so like that kind of like early adolescence into late adolescence. And you can think about that if you want to. We can always come back to that.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Where is the greenhouse on the grounds?
The greenhouse is actually behind the house itself. There is there are like a bunch of like there are large gardens back there, and so the greenhouse is probably about maybe 100 yards from the back like veranda and garden area.
So, in terms of this diagram,
okay.
For example, which bedroom might offer a view of the greenhouse, if any of them do?
Okay, so if we're coming this way, I would say the bedroom, maybe either like, sorry, as I'm seeing this, dang. Probably like maybe, bedroom 9 or, bedroom 9 would be the only one back there because also like Uncle Charles, there are 2 large bedrooms on either side, kind of in the back. One is Charles, one is Grandma's. And so maybe the one next to Grandma's room. So like number 9 would be the one that you could see the best. And would that have been your like childhood bedroom?
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. Did you share that bedroom with anybody or was it just yours?
I don't think I did because of my coughing. I needed my room by myself.
Okay.
Kept the other kids up.
Okay. And then as looking at this, there are bedrooms like 6, 7, and 8 kind of across the hall and across from the mezzanine. And I think those really would have been like Liz would be in 6, Raymond would be in 7, and then Ethan would have been in 8 maybe. And so while you all had your own bedrooms while you were here, you were kind of all clustered together. And while this bedroom in the left back corner was, Charles and Uncle Charles and Aunt Maggie didn't actually live in the house, but they had a bedroom here. And so if they were visiting and wanted to rest or like kind of their own private space here. And so once Charles moved, but it was always made up as if they were going to stay there. So just in case. And when Charles moved back in, he pretty much kept it the same as it was when Maggie was here as well. But, sorry, as I put that there. Okay, and so Raymond, sorry, as you're walking by the mezzanine and then like thinking about all of these things.
Yeah, so when I was a child, when I first had come here, we would be put to bed at a specific time and stuff like that, and it occurred to Raymond that sometimes. Since I was so easy to fall asleep that I would be one of the last to be put to sleep to bed, and being the roamer that I was, I would sneak out occasionally, and there was a particular room in the house that we were never able to go into. The room was always locked, and sometimes at night I could hear like what I thought was like breathing or a wet cough, kind of the same wet cough that Joseph would have sometimes. And I could hear it through the door when I would try to look, but you could never see anything through the keyhole. But Grandma would occasionally bring soup and she would leave it at the door. But most of the time, Grandpa would carry it away in the morning.
Did you ever know who or what was in that room?
No, never found out.
Do you think it was real or was it imagined?
I'm not really sure. I had very vivid dreams when I was a child. I used to always envision myself like, I would dive off of the greenhouse and into the hay cart, things of that nature, things that were, there was that one time I broke my arm and I was brought back into the house a little quicker than maybe I was expected to be. And Grandpa was closing the door as quick as he could. And I thought I glimpsed something in there, but it was just a dream. Probably trauma from the fall, shock from breaking my arm.
Mm-hmm. It could have been, yeah. I wonder, we should keep that in mind. And you're thinking about that, and really, you probably haven't thought about that in years. But now being back in this house, and as you're walking by your bedroom and walking by that bedroom or that room, you're remembering this again. And your Grandma Eve's room is in that, I don't know, the northeastern corner. And the door it's closed, but it's unlocked. If you'd like to go in.
Yeah, I would stop for a second, think about it, and then I would enter and close the door behind me.
And as you go in, there is a small lamp right next to the door, and your hand automatically reaches for it because, that is the way you got lights in Grandma's rooms forever. So immediately you just kind of reach out, click, and the lamp is on. And as you look around the room, the bed does not have any sheets on it, but it just has the cover pulled the whole way over the bed. And, the pillows are gone. It's just the cover on the bed. Everything else that normally would be there is gone. But as you look around, everything else looks exactly as you remember it. And why don't you make a spot hidden check? Okay.
I would like to go ahead and use my bonus die.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Oh, that sucks. If you would like to push it, even though, bonus die, but because it stinks when you got something like that and then it's not helpful. If you would like to push it, you can push it with no penalty.
Okay. Yeah, I would push it. I would push it because I'm brave. I'm not really thinking about, I'm very courageous. Oh, squeaked it out. 49 out of 55.
Excellent. Yeah, you are starting to look around a little bit, and you see that, again, all the things that you remember from childhood are there. The little, chamber pot under the bed, even though she never really used a chamber pot, when you were there, because the bathroom was there. But there's a little antique chamber pot. There is her silver brush and comb, and you can still see some of her hair that is still in the bristles of the brush. She has some framed pictures, and there's one a wedding picture, and it's so very antique, so old, and that it's of your grandma and grandpa on their wedding day. And you also see that there is a formal family portrait of your family with your parents, and it was taken maybe a month before the accident. And so it looked like the four of you are captured in time, almost as you were when you first moved into this house. So that picture is there. And then there's another family portrait that is probably maybe 4 years older. And it is of all of you with Grandma. At that point, Grandpa had passed away, and so it's just like the four of you with Grandma.
So I think that there's a few things there that I feel that Raymond, while he is adventurous and stuff like that, he's deeply sentimental about some things, and he would take both of those pictures, and he would also go to Grandma's vanity and her favorite perfume, the one that she always wore. He would think that would be something that Liz would really, really like, and so he will pocket that in his bomber jacket. Not a bomber jacket, but it's got a collar. His flight jacket that he would wear.
Okay. It sounds weird that even though there's really no one seems to be around. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Okay. Yeah. As you're grabbing those things, and as you're grabbing the perfume. You knock over one of the other bottles that's there, and it's another, like her second favorite perfume, like one of those other ones. And as you hit it, it knocks over, and perfume just spills across the vanity, and you have this overwhelming smell. And actually, what is the scent of that perfume?
Probably like Lily of the Valley or something like that.
Okay.
Because she liked lilies.
All right. And so, yeah.
That's what Joseph thought was her favorite flower, but it really wasn't. So.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if this was who knows if it's a gift from someone. So that smell of Lily of the Valleys is just everywhere. And so you've made that mess, but you were able to get everything else is in your pockets, no problem. Is there anything else you want to look at in here, or? I'm
gonna look around the bed, she had maybe a drawer or something like that. I don't know if she journaled or something like that, but something like that would also be something that Liz would really like, or if she wrote anything down, those pieces of information would be something that Joseph would like. So, despite the fact that they don't normally see eye to eye, he would try to get something personal for each one of the kids that maybe might get given to somebody else. He would try to take that first.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make a luck check.
Here we go. Let's fail another roll. Yeah, let me channel my inner Thor.
Yeah. So you don't necessarily find a journal, but as you open up the drawer in her nightstand, you can see that there are actually some packets of letters. And as you look, they're 4 distinct packets of letters, and each one of them is tied with a ribbon. And as you pick them up and look at them, you realize that these are letters that each one of you has sent to Grandma over the years.
Okay. Do they look like they were opened?
Oh, yes. And actually, they look very worn, as if it wasn't just read once and put in this drawer. It was read and read again and again and again.
I'll see if any of them look more worn than the others, if it would help me identify who maybe she liked to read the letters from.
Oh, well, I mean, and I guess throwing this out to all 4 of you, how often might you have written to your grandma? If let's say over a year period, how often might you have written to her?
My letters arrived more because I was in the mail.
Yeah, so ours didn't, because he threw them away instead of delivering them. I'd say once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
I wrote to Grandma every Sunday afternoon.
Between the hours of 5 and 5:55.
3 and 3:20.
They weren't very long letters.
Here are my
as long as it
observations
takes
for the
him to
week.
say anything, it was probably 10 words on a sheet of paper.
Oh my God. All right. So every 2 weeks.
My favorite character ever, Tara.
Every week. Oh,
So good.
Seriously, loving Joseph. Ethan, how often might you have written to Grandma?
So while I was overseas, twice, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whenever he had the chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but they usually got bundled and then sent like weekly. And then when he got back, it was once a week when he was able.
Okay, that sounds good. And Raymond, you said like once you got back home, how often might you write to Graham?
So I actually wrote down a lot of stuff frequently, but I was much more frugal with the expenditure of postage, and so I would send one really long letter, probably once a month.
Okay, all right. And
but it was several pages.
Okay, and so you can, as you're looking at these different thicknesses of the packets and the letters, Joseph's letters are all like the same stationery, the same, envelopes, like everything is perfect and pristine. And it was very,
you can see the very faint lines where I have measured exactly how far from the right-hand side of the envelope I start and stop the address line, and the faint underline. You can see that I've used my drafting board to set that up. Like it's in the same exact spot every single time.
Oh my God.
And they're always dated, of course.
The letters are assembled from cutouts and shit like a fucking murder letter.
Those are Raymond's.
No, but I use that drafting hand, the very crisp letters. Mm-hmm. There's no serif or anything. It's very square and very evenly spaced. I'm sure it does look kind of sociopathic on paper, but
can't imagine why.
With a very sharp pencil all the time. Yeah, no smudges.
Whenever Ethan wrote to Joseph, he mimicked exactly the same measurements before he sent it to him. He didn't do it to anybody else, just to Joseph.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
He actually kept one of the envelopes so he could keep measuring it to make sure it was.
Yes. Oh, and so as you look,
imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Yes. No. All right. Sorry.
I also know that whenever one of the other siblings wrote him and that was just slop-handed, it drove him insane.
or on the back of a napkin that I would have sent him from like a speakeasy.
Yeah.
You misunderstand my need for structure. It pertains only to my own life.
We would never know that, though, because talking to you is sort of like talking to the ingredients section on a product box.
You might, if you actually listened to Joseph speak, you would know that he requires order and consistency in order to predict and control his breathing.
Yep, and also a particular amount of protein and carbohydrates in order to function.
Oh my God.
Cups of tea.
Yep. The same tea. He sorts it to make sure that it's all cut specifically, like even. He chops it himself with the same knife that he shaves with.
Now you're just being ridiculous, Raymond.
Probably shaves his balls with that too. Yeah.
You don't got the courage to shave your balls.
Yeah, especially not in this day and age.
Not with this knife.
Oh man. There's no fucking aloe vera strip on those bad boys.
He's got the little brush with the lather, and he's like,
no straight razors near me.
Especially with his tendency to cough randomly.
Oh God!
Yeah,
okay.
more like Swoony Tom, no Sweeney Todd here.
You respectfully, you don't know anything about my social life.
Yeah, neither do you, because you don't have one.
How would you know?
I see you from above.
That's creepy, Raymond.
Now who's the creepy sibling?
Yeah.
From behind the plant on the mezzanine.
Did you fall asleep there watching me write in my journals?
Yeah, while I was hugging my stuffed animal, I was like...
Well, you were doing what with your stuffed animal? We know what you did with your stuffed animal, Raymond.
Hugging it.
Yes, hugging it.
Yeah.
Hugging.
Yeah. Still
like
more
when
hugs.
Mommy and Daddy were napping.
Ooh, dirt napping.
I was thinking that too.
Wow.
I was like, the long nap. Oh,
The long nap.
oh, Graham. Holy shit.
Raymond.
I
That
think
was
I'm
too
eating
far,
pie now.
Raymond. Did you should be ashamed of yourself. That was too far.
I should be, but I don't stop long enough for that.
That's what she said. All right. Okay, wait. We are
Going
going
in
to
my diary.
Page
How many times a day?
37, line 5.
Oh my god. Okay, so it is we're gonna take like 5 minutes for a bio break. And as you're here, if you want to think about getting close. Oops. Sorry, I unplugged myself. Getting close to like bedtime, and your bedrooms, like your childhood bedrooms, have been set up for you already, so you can stay there. The other bedrooms up there as well have been, so Jonathan and Veronica are staying in one, and each of the twins have a bedroom, although they tend to always stay together. So there's like one room that has twin beds, and when they were little, they thought they were theirs because, of course, they're twin beds for the twins. Tee. And so they'll be there. But I'd like you to think about what you might say at the funeral, or what you might say to people as they are. Like, what's a good grandma memory that you have? And also, what's a good... as Uncle Charles seems to be very devastated, think about, is there a memory of Aunt Maggie or with Aunt Maggie and Uncle Charles that you can share with him that would make him feel a little better? So think about that in the next few minutes. Folks, we'll be right back in just a bit.
I have homework on my bio break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you you're supposed to wear a diaper. That's how
You
this
got to
works.
think of something while you're on the toilet. Whoops.
I'm thinking about ways to get back at Raymond.
I think I want to know what Uncle Charles was getting at with that whole fear thing that we shut down over dinner, or that I shut down over dinner, over drinks before we go to bed.
Yeah, let's talk about right before we go to bed. That
Yeah.
way we can be terrified.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be
And
great.
she was, he's going to be like, oh, she was laying there staring at the ceiling in utter terror, as if her soul was ripped out of her. Oh.
We know. Andy, we know that you can still hear us. Jesus.
Yeah, we failed that luck check and couldn't spend, so
Yeah.
you can definitely still hear
Let's
us.
have some drinks after dinner, out of game. Let's have some drinks after dinner and like tell old stories and have it evolve into ghost stories. I think that could be fun.
Trying to think what. Put Veronica on the spot at the funeral and see if she has anything nice to say about grandmother. By the way, Ultraviolet Love, thank you for being in the chat with us. That's awesome. We're glad you're here. Keeping Andy company. Is anybody else going to Chaosium Con? Byron, I know you'll be there. I'll be there. Got a few. Chantel will be there. Tara will be there.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah, that is my bag of nuts. Byron will be coming back to finish out Neon Shadow, I think, in January or February, or what? When are we doing that?
Yeah, should be like I think like in the 2-week neighborhood somewhere.
Oh,
in
nice,
there.
nice. We're starting Trans-Universe Rapid Delivery, a sci-fi comedy thing that we're going to do here. We've got quite a award-winning cast.
I get to be an engineer again.
When's that going to be? Like
Probably
day
February.
one?
I should have all the assets ready by February.
I mean, like what day were we?
I don't know. I'll fit it in. I'm not going to preempt anyone. Maybe Sundays. Maybe every other Tuesday. every third or fourth Tuesday?
I have something on Tuesdays now and every other.
Okay.
Playing some first edition D&D.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's quite different than I remember.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. All right. Can you still hear me? Am I good?
Yep. Can
All
do.
right, excellent. Having some candy.
I've eaten all of the Christmas cookies. They're all gone now. So now I've moved to the next.
Oh my gosh. If you're looking for something interesting to watch while you're waiting for, the next installment of Stranger Things to drop, the Santa Trap, run by Andy, is up on YouTube, I believe.
Nice.
And so it's very fun, 6 children, 2 sets of cousins who are going to grandma and grandpa's for Christmas, and hilarity and shenanigans ensue. It was a lot of fun. And so if you're looking for something to watch, that's there. That's okay. Did you guys have a good Christmas?
Of course. It's good.
Excellent.
It was quiet.
A small amount of time away from work for a change, which is nice.
Good.
We played our first show, His Ugly Neighbor. It was very well attended. I'm pretty excited. Yeah. Next one, Florida Underground Fest, is our second show. The 9th or 10th or something of January.
Nice.
Record will be out in late January, which is exciting. So.
That is awesome.
Yep. And then we hit the road and start playing a lot more throughout first quarter. We kind of heading generally up your way as well, guys. So maybe I can actually play in your neighborhood. Yeah.
I'm like, how far north are you going? We can.
So we're talking to some friends in New York about heading up there and about making kind of a northeastern thing. But that'd probably be like second quarter, maybe.
I think a road trip will be taking off work.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Some band might be coming up on
There's some
tour.
some shitty Florida bands that come up here and play.
Mm-hmm. They may be
Shitty
within
punk songs.
driving distance of us.
We could convince Rick and the team to do like a musical guest for one of the evenings at Chaosium Con. And we could play with the Commodes, Matt Ryan's band.
Oh my god! Okay, that's hilarious.
That would be fucking
That
awesome.
would be cool.
Can you
That'd be
please
cool.
do that Wednesday night?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
Mm.
I'm going to message Matt and actually see. That'd be funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you feel okay? Are we ready to start again?
My bladder does its own thing, so I'm good for
Okay.
now.
Whatever you need to. Hacha,
Right.
hacha.
I'm going to
Is
be
there-
honest.
I'm
I
not
didn't
as-
do my homework
I'm not as-
while I was streaming.
That's okay.
I'm not as structured as Joseph's book for bathroom breaks.
Go now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so is there anything you want to do before tomorrow is the funeral, and so the others are kind of turning in a little bit early. Is there anything that you would like to do before you go to bed?
Yeah.
I take one of my sleepy time tonics to help me sleep, stay asleep.
I would.
Or go ahead.
No, go
A
ahead.
bowl of
It's like a fizzy.
boiled water with some eucalyptus oil on the radiator or whatever
Absolutely, yeah.
device in my room.
You're like the
In
adult
fact-
version of Weezer from All in the Gang or whatever it was. Our Gang.
Oh man. Yeah, and Joseph, when you get up to the room, like Cecile has already put that there for you. Like she knows the routine. That's what you have always wanted and like you've always had, and so like that's already prepared for you.
10 drops exactly. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she knows you. Yep. I mean, you've given her the recipe for it. There was one time where she put in 9, and then there was one night where she put in 11, and those just didn't cut it. Yeah, you could tell. Yeah. Is there anything, Liz or Raymond, that you want to do before bed?
I'm going to deliver the things that I kind of took from Grandma's room. So for Joseph, I actually took his letters. I mean, I know that he probably already has 2 copies of each one, but I would go and knock on his door because he has to start going to bed a good 2 or 3 hours ahead of time to do all this.
I'm sitting at my desk journaling. So yeah. Come in.
Hey, Joseph.
Oh, hello, Raymond.
I have something for you.
I hold back a little bit because whenever in the past when he said that, it hasn't always been a pleasant surprise.
Despite my tendencies to give you things that are unimportant, I thought that you may want these. I thought that it was something that you might cherish, something that you wouldn't want anybody else to get a hold of.
I recognized them, of course, immediately. All 3 bankers' boxes full of letters.
3 bankers? Yeah, just let me get the dolly.
And it's so very funny because in that packet, they are really the ones from the past year. And you realize that you've seen, like, Grandma has, like, different boxes or, like, different labels. And some of those boxes must be all of the letters that Joseph has sent her. Like, the ones in the night dresser are just, like, the most recent ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Her closet's just full. But
thank you, Raymond. This is very thoughtful of you.
I thought you would want them. I didn't read them.
Thank you.
Figured there might be some personal sharings in there that you would like to keep to yourself.
Did you find a keepsake for yourself?
No, I'm good.
Surely there must be something that has significance for you.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Seeing that you all get back what you would want is enough for me. I tend to not really have things to weigh me down.
I keep my thoughts on paper. You keep yours in your head.
In the wind. When it blows back, sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't.
They
drift away.
Poetic. Thank you for sharing that with me.
You're welcome. Sleep well.
You too, brother.
And I'll leave and go to Liz's room.
Well, Liz would still be downstairs.
I'll go to Liz's room anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll go in and on the side of her bed, on the nightstand, I will leave the bottle of perfume.
I mean, Liz, once you get up there and you'll see this perfume. Do you like Grandma's perfume?
Fuck no, he hates it.
Oh God, no. It's the worst. It's atrocious. It smells like a funeral. It's literally like walking around and smell like a funeral. It's just nothing but that. No. And in particular, because she was always a bitch on church morning. Right? And she would soak herself with that, and you would smell the bitchery coming down the hallway.
Hey, that was a gift from Raymond.
Well, yeah. I'm sure he squeezed the lilies into the bottle himself, but either way, it's triggering my actual memories of
That tracks.
this old lady.
Oh my God.
I would have been downstairs though, trying to finish up with our uncle and figure out this whole fear thing, right? Because we shoved the conversation away to after dinner drinks. So before I go up to my room, I would have been asking him about that.
Okay, and go ahead and because he, even as you start talking to him, he kind of looks at you a little blankly, like he doesn't even remember it.
Like he doesn't remember saying that at dinner. Oh, the poor thing. He's
Really?
broken. He's broken himself. What am I? You said to make a. Do I need to make a roll?
What kind of role do you think you would make?
Psychology, maybe.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
See if I can. If nothing else, maybe I can figure out why he's acting so crazy. Ooh.
Okay.
Raymond
Can I use
giving
my
me
bonus
these
die?
letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raymond giving me these letters reminds me of thinking about Grandma Even, and reminds me of the comments that Charles made. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Okay.
I'll be in my night dress, which will still be more formal than what everybody else is wearing during the day, but
Okay, and so yeah, you walk into this, like Liz seems to be very concerned about Uncle Charles. Charles is still just kind of, sitting by the fire and talking, but really just kind of almost like talking to the fire. I mean, the conversation is of course there, but he's just kind of looking at the fire as he's talking. And he's
Whatever.
oh, Joseph.
Whatever do you mean you don't remember, Uncle? Oh heavens! I failed both times. So.
Okay, yeah. And so as Joseph comes in, you can also, both of you, if you would like to, you can make another psychology roll because you're together and because you'll have that sort of like look at each other sort of thing. You can make another roll and you can both roll with bonus.
I will spend. Oh, with bonus. Maybe I won't
Yeah, you
spend
can roll
luck.
again now that he's
I'll
in the
delay
room.
Andy if I fail this. I'm gonna spend luck.
Okay. Yeah, you can spend luck. And
I don't. Okay.
go ahead.
I don't have any psychology.
Is there another role that you would feel better with? Perhaps like
Maybe I could try
intelligence.
persuade.
Oh shit.
Because really you're trying to read the situation. And so what skill might you use to read a normal situation, like a human interaction situation?
Mechanical repair.
Because honestly, I'm thinking intelligence. That's kind of your key, or maybe education.
Yeah, I'm thinking more education because it's about patterns, reading patterns.
Okay. And yeah, you can roll with bonus.
And bonus.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Let's get all those shit rolls out of the way now.
Sorry, Cthulhu's being so bad to you. I'm so sorry. Don't be an ass, man. But it's actually kind of funny. So, yeah, as you come in and you're not really sure what they're talking about. And he was, and honestly, some of this is also like, I don't remember what I said about fear. So if you could remind me what we said about fear, and then we can have this conversation.
That she died with a
the look of fear on her face.
Yeah.
Terror on her face.
Yep.
All right.
And it might have been a heart attack
so-
that she was like awakened suddenly, and the shock of waking up might have triggered the heart attack.
Yeah, I don't know. The doctors talked about the heart attack. That seemed the most likely, the most likely diagnosis. I mean, but her heart was really strong, and so I don't know. She had been having a lot of bad dreams recently.
Oh, bad dream.
You don't
Yeah.
say. What kind of dreams?
She didn't really talk about them that much. She often said that her dreams would be about things happening in the house, like people disappearing or parts of the house falling in, or like,
Well, that's perfectly dreadful. No wonder the poor thing woke up with a start.
Yeah, I don't I have bad dreams all the time anyway, so I never thought anything was out of place.
Well, what kind of dreams are you having? Maybe it's something in the air.
Most of my dreams, they start off very nicely. Maggie and I are at the house or in the garden, or, just sitting on the porch holding hands. And then suddenly she's not there. Or I don't know which ones are worse, the ones where she just disappears and I'm looking for her, or the ones where she is there. Because sometimes she looks just as beautiful as she always did, but she's just dead. But there's some that I actually like. I look at my hand and I'm actually holding a skeleton hand, and I look and she's just a skeleton. Like those are, I don't know which ones are worse.
Uncle Charles, how morbid.
That sounds dreadful.
You need to come visit in Boston. I'll take you out for a night of dancing, and we need to get your mind off of all this loss.
I would be happy to visit you in Boston. That sounds lovely, Lizzie.
Perhaps Joseph can come. You should be over the last time by now.
Oh, Joseph, what happened this time? Did Lizzie try to set you up on a date?
Setup wasn't exactly the word.
Oh, okay. Oh, Joseph does look distinctly uncomfortable. That's okay. You don't have to talk about it, Joseph. It's all right.
I'm not very good with women.
Well, that's not what she said. Kind of fake punch him on his shoulder.
Oh, Joseph.
I shove her playfully. You don't know what you're talking about, Liz.
Thankfully.
Joseph blushes deeply.
Oh, Joseph, if you could find someone like my Maggie, you would be the happiest man in the world.
I believe that you believe that.
Now, all kidding aside, Uncle Charles, I wasn't joking. I think you need to get out of here. You seem much more troubled at dinner. Like there was something more to be said about Grandma's passing.
I don't know. At one point, Mother had, a few days ago, I found Mother in the library, and she was looking through some of the older books. But when I asked her about it, she just closed it up and put it away. She's like, this is nothing to worry about. I'm just looking through some old things. And so I didn't really think about it. But, that our family has been in this house a long time.
It wasn't one of great-grandfather's etching books, was it?
No, I actually think she keeps that in the bedroom. But she does often say, when she talks about missing father, she has that etching look in her eyes. It's okay.
Perhaps, do you remember what she was reading? Maybe that had her thinking about all these dark things and got her in a bad way with her dreams.
I didn't see. It was just, and I didn't think to go back and look because I'm so sorry. I almost said something terrible. But
because you what? What, dear? What is it?
I was going to say, when your mother tells you not to do something, you don't do it. But, I kind of feel like an ass saying that to you. But, if Grandma had told you not to look at what she was reading, you wouldn't have looked, right? Or at least you would have.
She literally just looks to Joseph. She's not going to answer the question.
No, you know what? You guys got up to a lot of shenanigans here, and I appreciated that you were willing to share with me and your Aunt Maggie. But we never told your secrets to Grandma. Don't worry.
Well, for one, before I turn in, I might visit the library. What do you think, Joseph? Is it worth a look?
I would love to visit the library anytime. That is my favorite room of this house.
I can tell by the outpouring of emotion coming out of you right now.
Oh, no, Joseph, seriously, honestly, I think that was one of your Aunt Maggie's favorite things, to just walk by the library and see you curled up in that chair and just, with books, with stacks of books next to you and just loving it so much.
A flush in your face.
One does not need to be demonstrative to be full of emotion.
Okay. Well, let's head on over to the library then.
We do not all wear our hearts on our sleeves.
Oh, yours is detachable, is it? That explains a lot.
There's nothing wrong with detachable. What? No, sorry. So kids, just kids, listen to me. Don't stay up too late. Tomorrow is the funeral, and it's going to be a pretty exhausting day.
Kids.
Okay, just so you know that. But you're adults. You know how to do the things. I think I'm going to head up to my room. I think I need some sleep.
Give him a hug.
Thanks, Lizzie. You're beautiful. I'll give Joseph a manly handshake.
I pat him on the shoulder and shake his hand.
Joseph, it's good to have both of you back in the house. It was always a little too quiet without you four here.
It is good to see you as well.
And at least you aren't those abominable twins.
Insufferable imps.
Just like their mother. All right.
I like how the dad says that with his kid in the way.
That's all right. Sometimes you get lucky in love, and sometimes you get Veronica.
Damn. Well, when someone's name becomes a verb.
Good night, folks. Yeah, so he heads up to bed, and actually, like Raymond, as you're kind of walking around, and Ethan, as you are. Oh wait, I'm trying to remember what you said. I think you're in your room. You hear Charles coming up the steps, and he hits that step that you all know not to step on because it's the one that creaks really loudly, and he hits it perfectly that it just like breaks through everything. And then you hear him walking the rest of the way up and, going into his room. And actually, as the library's down on the first floor, and blah blah blah. Sorry, as I'm looking at this, the place where you guys would have had the dessert and drinks was actually in the study. But as you go to the library, the door is surprisingly locked. It's never locked. It's never locked. And you might not even realize there was a lock on the door, but the door won't open.
Oh, well, no one ever locks this door. Shake the handle.
Mm-hmm. I knock. Hello? Is anyone in here?
Make a listen check.
Press my head against the door as well.
I'll spend for that.
Okay. And
Nope.
Liz, you hear nothing as you got your ear up to that. Joseph, as you're listening, you don't hear anything. Now your brain is telling you like it's something sounds weird, like the sound is different, like there's something wrong. But you're like, your science straight mind is just like, nope, there is nothing here. I hear nothing. Because you're not hearing anything, you are hearing nothing.
What is it, Joseph?
I can't.
Do you hear something?
I can't hear anything.
Well, I can't hear anything either. Maybe they locked it on accident. I'll knock once more. Hello? Roger?
Oh, make another listen check.
Oh, probably not. Ooh, okay.
A hard success. As you have knocked on that door, it almost sounds like, you know what it sounds like to knock on a door, that sort of like open, like sort of sound. It almost sounds like you're hitting a brick wall when you knock. Like there is nothing behind
Like even
this.
the wood, though, something, does it still have a wood sound to it?
It has a wood sound to it,
Okay.
but it's so, oh God, I don't know how to describe this.
It's just muted. There's no
like
reverberation, right?
Yes.
Like knocking on a tree trunk instead of a door.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way to put that. Yeah.
What in the world?
I knock on different places around the door. Does it all sound like that?
It all sounds like that.
I knock on the floor. Does this sound hollow?
It sounds normal.
Wow.
What is going on? I ease myself down to the floor and I try to look under the door.
You don't see anything under the door.
Is there any space under the door? Can I slide my fingers?
Yes, you can.
Oh, God.
I don't like the way she's
Oh, God. Do it.
Sure you
Are
can.
you sure you want to do?
I have my journal and my pen. I can't see anything.
Mhm.
So I like
As you're
take my pen and I slide it under the door.
I'm standing back with my hand on my hip, kind of allowing him room to move.
as your pen goes under the door, it seems like it hits something and stops. But as you like kind of move it back and forth, it is stopped. As soon as it gets past however thick the door is, it's something is impeding it.
And I move it,
Mhm.
one
And
side and then do the other, and then I kind of drag it along. Does it feel like it's solid back there?
it feels solid, almost as if it were like, again, like a wooden trunk or like a solid stone wall. Because even with bricks that has those little like divots or like you can feel it, but it just feels smooth and like it is just stopped.
Are you?
I put my mouth right up to the bottom of the door, the crack of the door,
Joseph,
and
what are you doing?
and I speak into it. I want to see if it echoes or if I hear an echo on the other side. Hello?
You don't hear an echo on the other, you hear nothing on the other side. And it sounds like you are actually like the way it sounds when you talk into
talking
a
right up against.
Yeah, talking right up against that.
What are you doing down there?
I think there's a wall on the other side of this door.
Like, there's not
right
a
on
wall.
the
The
other side.
library's there. It's been there
There's
since we were
nothing.
kids.
Like, look, and I go like with like this with the pen, and like, look, there's nothing under there. There's something solid and smooth all the way across,
Well,
and there's no
never.
echo, no reverberance. It's just like I'm talking against the wall myself.
Make a luck check.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. As you're telling Liz this and you're moving your pen back and forth, the pen actually snaps in two. like it caught on something. And when you pull it back out, like the nib of it is gone. But when you try to put the handle back under to find the nib is gone too. However it broke off, which you're not sure, it's disappeared.
Oh, now you've gone and done it. What are you going to write with now?
Broke my pen. I'll have to use my mechanical pencil.
You don't have a backup
I don't understand
pen?
what is happening here. I don't understand what is happening here.
It looks like your pen came apart. Was it not screwed together tight? That happens sometimes.
Does that look like what has happened here, Lizzie?
Well, what would you like me to say? You obviously got it caught under the door.
It is solid on the other side of the door. There's no room there, or the room has been walled off.
I get down on my hands and knees, but being very careful to pull my skirt so it doesn't ride up real high. But
I get up.
Look there and in her heels.
No, I don't get up. She's one way and I'm the other.
Yeah, exactly. Head to head. Yeah.
Tops of our heads touching.
Oh,
Yes.
What? All right.
Suddenly
Show me.
we're 10 and 11 years old again.
Go ahead, Liz, and make a luck check.
Oh boy, I spent a bunch. All right.
Oh, no.
Okay. Do you want to push it?
I don't know how I would
Push a
push a
luck
luck check
Okay.
here.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'll let
That's
it
true.
ride.
There.
I'll let it ride.
Okay. And so as your heads
So
are
you
touching, as
die.
you're looking under, your scalp is starting to tingle and it feels really strange. And as you try to move your head, you realize that your head and Joseph's head seem to be connected and seem to be kind of merging. And you almost feel like you are now thinking Joseph's thoughts. And we're going to come back to that in just a second. Ethan, you are in your room, you said. And Raymond, are you going to see Ethan? Did you give him his?
I don't think I got him anything.
Okay. All right. Ethan, what are you doing in your room that you can share with us?
No, nothing crass. No, he was writing some correspondence to the university and the hospital. Then he took his sleeping time tonic, however long that takes to kick in. But he still is in the habit of not sleeping in a bed. So he's like on the rug with his pillow and blanket with his boots right next to him. And he's just reading. After he gets done writing whatever he needed to write.
All right. And go ahead and make a luck check. All right. As you're reading the book, and
baby.
you're not sure if it's the tonic or not. The words feel like they're kind of like fading in and out of focus, and you are, as you like squint to try to read this a little better, you see that the words themselves seem to be like changing and coalescing into this language that you don't recognize at all. It almost doesn't even seem like a language. They're just like little tiny like pictures or like weird doodles, like the ones that Raymond used to do. Like, hey, like, here's my secret code, that sort of thing. Like it's nothing that you have been able to see or read or understand. And you realize that there is someone lying next to you, also kind of like reading, like looking over your shoulder and reading the same book you are. And you hear, make a listen check if you would. Okay.
Guess who's back?
We can't roll for shit, you guys.
I'm telling you, and you actually hear it's so quiet that you're not sure if you're really hearing it or if you're just imagining it. But it's the voice of one of those French POWs. And it is saying to you, it's saying, I saw it. You know where it is. Can you get it?
He still has got, the arm that's his left arm that's got the bangle on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's still holding the book, and he just starts like slapping himself, and then looks over.
And as you look over and like as you're slapping yourself, you kind of almost feel like a hand's kind of like trying to stop you from slapping yourself. And as you look over, you see that French POW looking the way he did the last time you saw him. Which was, like half of his head is exploded and you could only see one eye and there's blood trickling out of the eye socket. And even the hand that's grasping you is like half a hand and the other, like 2 fingers are completely gone. And there's one, you can actually feel the stump of bone against your wrist as he's kind of holding it. It's like, you don't have time to do this. They're almost here. And then everything goes to black. Raymond, what are you doing?
Raymond is looking out the window. He has a window open because he doesn't like the stillness of the house. He needs to feel the wind, so he's got the window open. He's kind of standing there. He's not dressed for bed. He doesn't sleep very much, if at all. And he's just kind of at the window, kind of looking to see if there's a way. Can't quite remember if there was a way to go outside from my bedroom.
Okay.
Like if there was a way to get out on there's probably like one of those.
Oh yeah, there was absolutely a way to get
old
out.
ledge.
Because if there wasn't originally, you would have made something.
Yeah,
there's
there's like this ledge, and he's interested to kind of walk on the ledge. He needs something to kind of get his heart racing, to get his the daredevilish style thing.
Nice. Go ahead and make a luck check. Okay.
I'll spend if I can.
Spend it. Yeah. So with your as you're starting to I got to step out here, and as you put a foot out on the ledge, it actually slips off, but you're able to catch yourself. Like, oh my god! And Matt's like, ooh, heart racing. Yes. And as you start to climb out the window, you hear someone you hear someone in the room behind you. And you hear someone in the room behind you. And actually you hear 2 voices. You can hear the voices, but you can't hear what they're saying yet.
I'll try to focus on it and see if I can hear them.
Do you want to just listen, or do you want to turn around and look?
No, I just want to listen. I just want to just be quiet and just focus.
All right. As it starts to get a little louder, and you can hear they're kids' voices. And you realize
twins.
No, it sounds like Joseph's cadence. And it also sounds like Ethan. And then there's a third voice with them, but it's not Liz. And you can hear Ethan saying, come on, Philip, let's go. And you hear Joseph in those cadence of, you should go. I'll put you on the list.
Nice.
And then you hear them getting a little closer to you. You actually now are starting to hear footsteps coming toward you, but it's still those little kid voices in that little kid cadence. And they reach out to you. You can start to feel like, you know, like you almost feel like hands coming toward you.
I'll just drop. I'm just going to like down to the ground.
Okay.
Like, I've jumped from this window so many times.
Go ahead and make a, let's see, because there's no jump. Let's go ahead and just make a strength check. Oh, yeah, strength, not dexterity. I want your strength.
You mean dex? Dex, not strength?
Yeah, let's go dex. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say strength would be more like pulling yourself up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it.
How do you want to push it?
So I know that there's, unfortunately, straight down, there's like bricks and stuff at the bottom. And so I'm going to try to push myself off of the wall to try to like roll with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Nice. Yes. Yeah, you managed to push yourself like just a little further. And as you go to hit the ground, you're not stopping. There is no ground there. You are just falling. And you realize that the almost like the wind, there starts to be a wind. And as you're falling, your scarf is starting to kind of flutter behind you. And as you look down, you see that there is, you know, you're actually seeing the controls of your plane. And your plane is going down.
He will probably try to stay, he will focus his calm. He always thinks about Joseph, and like if he's trying to like listen to Joseph actually makes sense. And so he has to focus really hard. And so he will try to do that. And he's thinking about the mechanical things that he would need to do to make the plane stay in the air.
Okay. And yeah, as you do, like you're trying to push buttons, you're trying to do things, and nothing works. Like as you push a button, it doesn't move. As you like, you know, try to move the controls, it's almost like wet noodles. Like nothing seems to work. Anything that you're doing is just useless. And you are just falling and falling, and you can actually see below you that there is ground that is just rushing up at you. And at this point, like just as you're about to hit the ground, you know, you wake up in your bed. Ethan wakes up on the floor. That book is still kind of like flipped over, but you are just like crashed out on the floor. Joseph and Liz, like you remember being down at that library door. You wake up in your beds.
I don't care about any of that. The nearest mirror. Tell me I don't have a big weird bald spot left by our being connected. Tell me. Is it okay?
Make a luck check.
Don't come on now. Watch, I'll have a giant bald spot where I clawed my own hair out. That's amazing.
I feel my own. I wake up in my bed. Is that what I'm doing?
You're waking up in bed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You look normal.
Oh dear.
Am I? Do I still have my pen in my hand?
Make a luck check.
Yeah, what's left of your pen?
No.
And for
In fact, the entire pen is missing. Like not even, like you remember holding that broken part in your hand. It's gone.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad I made
How
my
did
luck
I
check.
get in my bed? I was downstairs in the library.
And then
I get up. Do I have my robe on still?
Yeah. You look like you are absolutely dressed for bed.
Heavens, I must have.
But, and I guess you would not have like you would have taken your robe off before you got into bed. So the robe is not on. But you are.
I jump out of bed and put my robe on and head over to Liz's room.
Okay. And as you open the door, you actually see Roger was just about to knock on it, like, Mr. Joseph, it's time for breakfast. Come on down. And you see him. Roger goes to the next door, and he all of you get a knock on the door, like, breakfast is ready. Come on down, whenever you're ready. And then Roger just goes downstairs.
I continued to Liz's room.
You come knocking on the door. So Liz would open the door, hearing your voice, and makeup smeared from tears. Like she's obviously rattled.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see your face. And she's looking toward the top of your head as well. I just had the most dreadful dream. It was so real.
In my head, did you have the dream where our heads were connected? I had.
You had the same dream.
We went to the library.
You can't be
talking to Uncle Charles.
For real? Our heads connected
It felt real.
And in the library, and your pen was broken. Where's your pen?
I do not know. It was not on my desk. I do not have it.
What did you say to me? What did you say to me in this dream about the door? What? If you're pulling my leg.
No, there seemed to be a wall on the other side. The door was locked, and we couldn't get through, and it sounded weird. And we laid down on the floor, and I tried to put my pen under the door, and it broke. After feeling an obstruction that went all the way down.
Oh, Joseph, I had the very same dream.
Did you? And then you laid down on the floor too, and then our
heads to head, they were connected. And I had this dreadful bald area back here.
I look at her head.
No, it's there. I checked. And then suddenly I woke up in bed. I wonder. It's just insane.
Did you slip me one of those cigarettes again?
Well, no.
Be honest with me, Lizzie.
No, I didn't. And besides, it doesn't do that. It just takes the edge off, just like I said.
But there are other substances. I don't know.
What do you think? I'm shooting you up with opium or something?
A logical man would ask this question.
Oh, bother. Will you just go get ready for breakfast? I've got to take my face off and put a new face on. Obviously, we had too much wine or whatever.
Was that whatever you put in my tea? You okay? Lizzie, are you okay?
It was just a dreadful dream. I've never felt anything like it. It was real, I tell you, real.
It felt real to me too, and never have I experienced anything like this prior.
Perhaps grandmother's reaching back from the grave to tell us to behave ourselves and get through the funeral. This
must be stress. Ethan would say this is stress.
Of course he would.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
go ahead.
I'll go. I'm going to get dressed.
I'll
Raymond,
go back to my room
Ethan,
and do the same.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I have to change because I am soaked in sweat.
Okay.
And so I shave, put on some, right before I put on my shirt, button it up, I give myself a shot of dilute down or like quarter dose of sedative.
Okay.
Sedative.
And Raymond, how about you?
Had a night terror.
I'm probably still, I was still up. I didn't really intend on sleeping. So would I still be dressed or am I undressed?
You are in your pajamas as if you had just gone to sleep. I mean, like as if you had gone to sleep. And
yeah, I will dress.
Okay. And you all hear like Uncle Charles also is like, hey, come on down. It's time for breakfast. We've got a big day ahead of us. And he walks down the steps. And you also hear Veronica's like, Jonathan, why are you wearing that tie? Blah, blah. You can hear them from down the other hall. And it's just, and the twins are like kind of like with their little piping voices. And But yeah, breakfast is ready for you, and it is, just almost a simple affair because it's, right after you eat, you're going to be going into Foxville to the church for the funeral.
It is a somber occasion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have some tea.
Yeah, and Roger brings out all the things that you need. Cecile is also helping and being very gentle, but you can tell that she has been crying. They've been with Eve for decades, and they're kind of part of the family, and so they both are just still pushing through, but devastated. Charles looks very grave, and and you can hear from upstairs Jonathan and his family is still just kind of bickering a little bit, and Charles actually looks at you guys, is like, do you want to leave before they come down? I don't know if I can see them right now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm interested in supporting Charles, so I will happily accompany him.
We're gonna go to the church, and the cemetery's right there. I just want to make a quick stop at the cemetery before we go in the church, if that's okay with you guys. And as you all kind of pile into his car, and as he's driving you out, the drive is maybe 10 minutes. It's not that far. It's about an hour to walk there, and it's about 10 minutes to drive. And the church is really just this tiny little, it's like a small old church. You can see people are starting to come in already. The place is just filled with flowers because, everyone knew Eve. And so anyone who sees you is giving you condolences and whatnot. And as you look, Charles has actually kind of slipped away, and where he is. There's, the family plot, and you can see him sitting on a bench next to his wife's gravestone. And he seems to be just kind of talking to her a little bit. And then he comes down for the ceremony. And even the ceremony itself is pretty uneventful. There are some people that get up and talk about how wonderful she was, how much she did for the community. You all kind of roll your eyes as Veronica steps up and, says some mealy mouth BS about what a great mother-in-law. And that Veronica didn't like her. And so she's just one more fakery. Actually, I'm so sorry because I should have done this at breakfast. Would you guys all make a sanity check for last night's nightmare? Sorry,
You
almost got away from it.
Out of that, but yeah. If you fail, you take 1 point of sanity. If you succeed, you take none. But even as you're sitting here, those nightmares kind of fade as you're just thinking about your grandmother and just all of the ways that she has influenced you. And so after the funeral, everyone is invited back to the house. And so really for the rest of the afternoon, there are just people everywhere, wanting to talk to you or give your condolences or hug you or be awkward with their grief and awkward with your own grief. So I guess how do you respond to all of this, or how do you deal with all of these people now at the house?
Okay.
I make my polite social niceties and thank people for coming, and intermittently go off to the side to make notes about who is here.
Okay.
And who they came with and so forth.
All right. And the rest of you see that, like, that Joseph is really like interacting with people, and people seem to be very uncomfortable around him. So either like, even as groups come up, there may only be one person who is kind of shunted off to talk to Joseph, while the others then go and talk to others. But, so you all see that awkwardness. How about the others?
Well, I'll be seeing that awkwardness with the martini in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's
holding the glass.
It's interesting how open everyone is with, like, it's awake, and so suddenly no one is even trying to hide alcohol. It's just all there.
Yeah.
Nobody's worried about it. And with your martini, you go ahead and make a spot hidden check if you would, Liz.
Okay, let's do that then. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting that, because as people come up and talk to you and as you're drinking, and there's always, if you look out of the corner of your eye, it looks like there is somebody there.
Well, there's people all over.
But then as you look, like, there's no one there. And so it's like weird, as if like it feels like there's someone just like right at the edge of your perception, but then when you look directly, they're gone. And
then I look forward and they return, or no? It's just flits?
Yeah, just kind of like a flit of like there.
So she'll take a look at the martini glass, and she's thinking this through, like, maybe this is some of the bad stuff. I'll put it down for now.
All right. And I guess Raymond and Ethan, how would you be interacting with folk? Although Ethan is the oldest, yeah.
He's doing the social norm stuff. He's doing the small talk and saying the same thing over and over again. But he keeps excusing himself to go outside and have another cigarette.
Okay.
Have another cigarette. Then he comes back in and he keeps doing it. It's just robot, like marionette kind of.
Okay.
He's paler and gaunter than he was even yesterday.
Oh. And as the oldest son, you kind of, as any grouping come through, like whoever is the patriarch or matriarch of that particular group will talk to you specifically, and then kind of drift out. But yeah, as you seem to notice that people are not trying to engage deeply with you. It's like kind of a surface, and then they look at they see your scars, and kind of make excuses to go away. And you're also helping with that of just like I'm going outside. And so you are making it very clear to people that you're not really wanting to talk with them much. Raymond, how about you?
Raymond is pretty much he's like when he flies, he just like, he doesn't like to stop moving. So he's kind of floating around from like area to area, kind of avoiding like pockets of people, just kind of like, finding his own orbit of things, paying attention to Liz and Joseph, and like if they feel overwhelmed by the people around them, he's ready to kind of interject or butt in to change subjects or guide the conversation about some story of life or death experience, or something from the war, or something from his time as a stunt pilot.
Okay. Would you all make luck checks, please? Wow, I'm making like luck checks everywhere. I don't know why. Okay, no Liz.
All these luck checks. Hard success.
Okay. As you all, things are kind of winding down, and it's kind of time for you to make an escape. And so, while everyone is in the, God, I'm so sorry. Look at me. Like, they're kind of in the main hall. They're like wandering through the living room and, having those things like in those places. You are finding like there's kind of a lull where you could escape. And so I guess where would you like to go? Like, and also I guess, do you want to go separately? Do you want to go together? Where do you want to go to kind of get away from this?
I'd probably go to the library.
Okay.
I want to go to the greenhouse.
Okay.
I'd be headed to the library as well. If as soon as I would see Ethan headed that direction, I'd be kind of walking along going, "You're never going to believe this," and I would fill him in on the vivid dream that Joseph and I had.
Okay.
Funny enough, I was also considering the greenhouse. So.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the alphabetical order. Let's go to the greenhouse first. And so as you guys go to the greenhouse, what are you looking for? What are you hoping to find there?
I am as much interested in seeing what's in bloom, what was planted, what was Grandma up to before she passed. She kept journals of her plantings and whatnots out there too. So I'm going to look for those records, and there's a certain stash that she kept too.
Okay.
That I would like to see if I could find.
All right. We'll do that.
Under a
And
certain flower
I'll have
pot.
you make a spot hidden check. Raymond, what are you looking for? And I guess also then a spot hidden check as well.
So Raymond is probably considering like the with him being away and so forth, that maybe repairs on the building haven't been kept up or anything. So he's probably checking the pieces of the skylights and stuff to see, to make sure they're in good repair, that there's no like damage. He's trying to keep himself busy, and he's also kind of using the height to kind of see what Joseph is doing and kind of look down on the area to kind of take it in.
Okay. All right. And go ahead and make a spot hidden check as well. Okay. As Joseph, as you're looking for those things, you can't find them. And it almost looks like the place where they should have been, there were some shelves that she had a nice cabinet where she kept everything safe and whatnot. And as you open it, it looks like not only was there's nothing in there but ash.
This is strange, Raymond.
Mm-hmm. And Raymond, as you're up there and you're kind of looking at the skylights and whatnot, you are seeing that the glass is usually double paned, that it all just seems to be cracking. Every time that you put your foot somewhere or your hand or something, cracks just seem to be going everywhere.
Function.
And I would actually like both of you to make a sanity check, please.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. Joseph, you are not going to lose anything. Raymond, you're going to lose a point of sanity as you are, because really that's kind of putting you back into that dream of the, this is going to crack under your hand, under you, and you're going to fall. And you've never had fears of falling. You've never. And so it's just so, it feels like something's wrong. Joseph, as you are looking at that ash and your brain is already coming up with well, these are the reasons. This is why this ash is here. And just coming up with these logical conclusions, because nothing would be supernatural or wrong or weird. Let's go to the library. Ethan and Liz, you guys are headed to the library. What do you want to do there? What are you looking for?
So I think I'm winding up the story as we get to the door, and I'm like, and neither one of us could open. The door was locked, and she'll try to open the door.
It opens so easily.
It's just like that. Say nothing of this, Ethan. It was just a dream after all. And she kind of walks in and takes a big sigh, like
a big long armor on you.
Nice. And so now once you guys are in there, and the library looks the same as it always, like, as you remember it. But you are, there are a couple of very cozy chairs, and you already see, like, you look over and see the one, like, Joseph's chair. And then the rest of them are just,
yeah,
everybody's, but, everybody knew that was Joseph's chair and you didn't sit in it.
She said, or I'm sorry, Charles said that she was reading something and that it seemed to trouble her. And she's having a look around and thumbing through books, kind of.
Okay. Go ahead and you can make both luck and library use checks.
All right. Luck is a success.
Okay.
Hello.
Ooh.
I'm going to spend down.
Okay. Oh, nice. All right. As you are looking through this, and look at that hard success. You know where, like, the family histories are, because there is precedent of this journaling that Joseph does. Maybe not to that extreme, but still, like, ever since the house was built, you've heard your grandmother talk about, like, the family legacy and, all of these different writings. And so as you go there, you find two separate things. And I guess you're looking for what your grandmother was looking at.
Yep.
So really three. You find a book, Liz, you find a book called The Hidden Truth. And this book is, it was written in 1803 by Arthur Stephen. And this book focuses on various aspects of reality that are hidden from the five senses. It summarizes views and opinions expressed by other authors in larger and more comprehensive tomes. So sort of a, a Reader's Digest version of all of these things, but The Hidden Truth. And so there's actually, like, interesting things in there. Ethan, you find a book called The Window to Beyond. Written by Patrick Wilson, 1810, and it's talking about dreams. So these dream tales from across the world, kind of looking for almost like the monomyth, but like mono dream, I guess. Arguing that there's a secret world existing parallel to ours that can only be glimpsed through dreams. This book is attempting to describe the world based on various cultural accounts. And in addition to that, in the book that you are looking at, Ethan, you find this handwritten page, which I'm going to show to you all, but I'll also read it as well. And it's in this handwriting that's, and the page itself looks extremely old. And it says, the last few months of my research have been very promising. If the stories are true, I shall be able to perform rites that will weaken the veil between our world and the world of dreams. Then I might be able to use the rejuvenating powers of dreams to restore my youth. This is, of course, only a theory, and I should keep my hopes low. After all, the very idea of reaching into dreams as if they were a natural physical place seems a little preposterous. Nevertheless, I remain adamant in my work. No reward awaits those who shy from risk. I've no way of knowing whether the rite will work or not, and what might possibly be lurking beyond the threshold. Perhaps there on the other side, someone from beyond is considering the same questions.
Who might have written that?
Go ahead, both of you, and make a luck check to see if there is anything else written on this page.
No, not happening. Ooh.
All right. And you see the initials AW, which you would remember is, because family history. This is referring to Anne Weather, who was she and her husband built this house, and they were the original owners. And in fact, they moved in on their wedding day. So she was like the first person here. This is her bridal home. And you know that she lived to be like 85. And so just,
she a widower,
glancing through some
widow
of
at that
this,
point?
She was a widow at that point, yes.
For how long?
Probably about a decade.
Oh, okay.
But even with this, like the last few months of my research and just describing that she is, restoring her youth. And so this seems to be a like much later in life sort of thing. But let's have you make, you know what? I'm not gonna have you make it. That is what you're able to find in here.
No wonder she was having such horrible dreams, Ethan. It's dreadful.
Some metaphysical nonsense.
But still, something's eating at me, because I swear to you, we came down here last night. We were at this door. And grandmother was in here and reading these things. Well, perhaps it's just poisoning all of our minds.
I would like both of you to
didn't
make
read this until just now.
yes. Both of you make luck check. No, both of you make make spot hidden checks. But Ethan, you're going to roll with a bonus die because of your successful luck check.
No, she's too fixated on this. She's got this book in her hand, and she's just kind of like,
Well, I got a hard without the bonus.
Look at you. You actually see something on the shelf behind the book. And as you pull it out, it is actually a key. It looks like an old antique key. Old and antique. It looks like an antique key. And you're familiar enough with this house that you know that this is not a key that the doors in this house don't have a lock that would fit this key. The doors that you know of don't fit this key.
Lizzie, have you seen anything like this?
well, I used to wander around the attic quite a bit, but this doesn't look like one of our keys, does it?
No.
Is it like a skeleton key or something, maybe?
Sort of, but it's also like there are some
Like a train trunk key?
maybe it's like
Is it a
it
large
has
key?
some-
It's like a
it's large. It looks like it's maybe made of brass.
Okay.
And there's a lot of dirt on it, and as you kind of like brush it away, it looks like there are like things drawn or inscribed on it. You're not like little characters. You're not really sure. You don't.
it's all dirty. Maybe it's from some carriage house or something. Maybe they dug it up in the yard. Who
Yeah.
knows?
It's not the characters that I saw last night, is it?
It is. It looks very familiar. As you like start looking at that key from like as Liz brushes the dirt off of it, it looks like the like rune writing whatever from your dream.
Is it anything similar to what's like etched into the bracelet I wear?
Would it be?
I was thinking the night before that it kind of looks like it was similar.
It does look very similar. What does that mean to you?
Nothing yet, but he's pretty
Okay.
Well, Ethan,
weird.
what's wrong?
And then I was like, well, Lizzie had another one of those episodes last night.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear.
But
Was it the trenches again?
Yeah. But this time there was the book I was reading, like I'd fallen asleep reading, I mean, the words looked a lot like this. And then he pulls his sleeve back, undoes his cufflink and stuff, and then shows her that it's like similar to what's etched into the key.
Does it look?
I don't know what it means.
What does it look like? A language I've ever seen in my studies at all?
No. And it looks, honestly, it looks like weird little drawings. It doesn't seem like, it doesn't feel to you like it has any communication in there. And so as you're taking a look at this, oh my gosh, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, I am so ridiculous. Why do I let us role play so much? Because it's so cool. And then I'm just like,
because that's the way they call these role playing games.
yeah,
I guess.
And I'm just like, oh my God.
I don't show up for a dice rolling game.
I know. I'm going to put this to you guys and let you decide. We're at a place where we could like push through, or we can find a place to pause and then reconvene. And I will honestly let you decide because I don't know.
I'll abstain from vote. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm here for it. Whatever.
I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Would all of you be able to reconvene at a point?
I can.
What are we doing Tuesday? Is there anything going on?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
I'm available on Tuesday.
I could probably do that.
Yeah. Sweet. So
All right, then, yeah.
So, yeah,
let's pick up on
do this
Tuesday.
makeup again.
Wait, so we're stopping right here? Damn it.
I think. Well, I mean, we can like close, but so in my brain, I'm like, okay, so we can finish on Tuesday because I don't know if you guys want to get together and look at anything else, talk about what you've seen, because you guys at the greenhouse.
Yeah.
I also wanted to wait. Sorry, as I mean, I'm going kind of crazy here. Sorry. Hold on for a second. No, you find that ash, and that is good. I will let you guys. Your characters have seen these things. You're having the weirdness at the greenhouse. You found the key in these books and this letter, or like this journaly thing page. What would you like to do from here?
I think the biggest thing, we want to make sure that Joseph sees this key. I'd call this out to Ethan, like, well, this is the sort of thing we should ask Joseph about. He knows everything there is to do with anything mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sketched it if I've ever seen it.
Who wrote down the exact moment and second that he saw it.
Yeah.
And his body temperature.
and what day it was, the stars, the phase of the moon.
Yes.
The waxing gibbous.
Joseph, I would like you
where
to
Raymond
make
Raymond is in at his menstrual cycle.
Yeah. His journal looks like the Bible. It just has numbers and verses next to it.
Joseph, if you would, please go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
If only somebody had given me spot hidden.
Oh, that's the worst. Go ahead and roll with a bonus die.
Fail again.
Yeah, fail worse. Woo!
Fail worse.
Yes.
Fail harder.
As you're looking at this cabinet and those ash are in there and you're like kind of pushing them around, you feel something like jab into your hand. Ow! And as you pull it out,
It's your pen.
it is. It's your pen. The broken pen is now jammed into your hand.
Ow, what the? How did this? So I hold onto my hand. I look and I try to come up with an explanation for this. Where was this pen?
Well, we've long thought there was something jammed up his ass. Maybe that's what it...
I wasn't reaching up my ass, Liz.
Well, that's the pen that you said you lost.
Raymond, are you playing a prank on him again?
And by the way, when we went to the library door was wide open.
What?
First off, I don't play pranks on people.
I will have to parse this later, Liz. What? How did my pen get here?
Did it fall out of your pocket?
Is it still broken?
It's still broken.
It's still broken in the way that it was broken last night. Liz, look. My bleeding hand.
That's kind of crazy. Maybe this is all some kind of strange premonition. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe we saw what you were going to do to your pen on accident. That would explain it.
That doesn't explain anything. Premonitions aren't real.
Oh, would you rather say a shared dream where our skulls were attached by an oddly boneless strip of flesh?
That can be explained as hallucination.
But that can't. I point to your bleeding hand. But that can't, can it?
No, this is definitely real, I think.
All of you make a listen check if you would.
No.
You said all of us fail a listen check?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
There you go.
All Ethan can hear is,
Ooh.
except that he's fast.
I don't have that skill. Hold on. There we go.
Listen?
Oh,
You're right, you don't.
You are
distracted by the pain in my hand and the
You're right, you don't.
of these stories.
And in fact, yeah, you and Raymond are kind of like are yelling about this pen and whatnot. And Liz and Ethan, you guys hear someone singing.
So I put my finger over Joseph's because he's like on about his hand. I'm like, shh, listen. What song?
You hear Greensleeves. And you haven't heard this song in at least 3 years. Or at least you haven't heard it in this way. Because
who's singing?
It's a female voice. And as you look out the greenhouse windows,
Well, it's
and
not
you can actually
ironic, though, 'cause
see.
I'm not bleeding from the ears.
You're not bleeding from the ears, I swear. But this was the song that Aunt Maggie loved to sing. And because Uncle Charles would call her his Lady Greensleeves, when they were being very cutesy. One is her favorite color, but also like there is that connection. And as you look out the windows, you can see like on the far side of the garden. So it's like almost out of eyesight. You can see two people standing out there. They're holding hands and like just looking at each other, and you're hearing that song kind of like drifting on the wind toward you. And that's where we're going to end this stream.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you, Chantel. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye. See you Tuesday.
See you.